It's Friday night in Mineral Ridge. The lights are on, the stands are packed, and the tradition of high school football is alive and well. Welcome to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Just Football with Matt Emch. Get ready for hard hits, big plays, and all the pageantry that only Friday night football can deliver.
Live from Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium, we have reached week 3 of the 2025 high school football season, and we have a battle of 1-1 teams on tap here tonight as the Mineral Ridge Rams are playing host to the Conneaut Spartans here on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Anthony Romo filling in for Matt Lipsack tonight on the play-by-play side of things. Proud to be joined with my partner, Matt Emch. Matt, seems like just yesterday we reached week number 1 of the high school football season. Fast forward, we're in week 3, and Mineral Ridge is looking to bounce back from a tough loss a week ago.
Yeah, first of all, it's great to have you here. I'm looking forward to calling the game with you. It is the fastest 10 weeks in sports. And, man, game 3 tonight, the Rams looking for a redemption after their loss last week. And, I believe that they could do a really good job tonight. You can learn a lot more sometimes from a big loss than from a win. And those are words taken from my old coach, Jim Tressel. I believe that Coach Hake, as you'll see in the interview we had, that he got under his boys' skin the right way, was very positive in the way that they dealt with the loss. And I hope that we see the right Rams team tonight.
Most definitely. And also you learn a lot from wins and losses. If you're Mineral Ridge, you can also learn a lot from a team that you're playing up 2 divisions here tonight. The Conneaut Spartans making about an hour drive south down here to Mineral Ridge High School tonight. Division 4 is Conneaut, while Mineral Ridge is sitting in Division 6, Region 21, as the team captains for both teams are making their way out onto the field. As so is the Mineral Ridge Band, almost ready to begin our pregame festivities. Good crowd on hand tonight, especially on the Mineral Ridge side. The home faithful wanting to cheer on their home Rams to a victory here tonight. And we have been very lucky here tonight with this weather, Matt. I know you were outside for last week's game.
Right.
Great weather in the stands, back in the booth here tonight. A little bit of a breeze, just how we like it here for high school football.
Oh, yeah, especially trusted being an old lineman. I do not like it hot. So no sweat towel tonight. As you can see on the screen, you have the coin toss getting ready to get going here. So we'll be able to see who's going to get the ball first and how it's going to roll. And also you see the uniforms of the away and the home team, the Rams in their all black uniforms, and Conneaut in the white with the blue trim. So it's also good for the Rams that it's cool because they're wearing all black.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had mentioned before we went on air, week 1, how hot it was. And for Mineral Ridge to be wearing, especially those black helmets, has to make your head so hot inside of that. But I'll tell you what, that orange ram on the side of the helmet, one of the best helmets that we have here in the Mahoning Valley.
Yeah, you know what? Orange and black looks good, and that, orange and black version of the Los Angeles Rams looks really nice. And they honor it well, man. And you got a lot of the faithful filing in across the way on the home side tonight. So it should be a big night for the Rams.
And we have your interview with head coach Andy Hake coming up very shortly. But talking a little bit more about Coach Hake, this is a guy that has won everywhere he's been as a head coach, had so many good teams at Western Reserve in the late 2000s, early 2010s, made his way over to Valley Christian, where in the early 2020s, they had an undefeated regular season, had a good run in the playoffs, and now first year here at Mineral Ridge, a little bit of a homecoming here, coming to Mineral Ridge, being home with his family. I'm sure there's a lot of buzz around the community for what they want Coach Hake to do with this program.
Oh, yeah. And you can hear the game 1 season opener interview with me and Coach Hake, and he talked all about that, getting to come home. He lives in Mineral Ridge. This is a big deal for him, and obviously a big deal as we are watching real quick the coin flip here.
So Conneaut wins the toss. They elect to defer to the second half. So Mineral Ridge will get the ball first. And sometimes you like that as a home team. You go down on the field, get a good drive to start the game, get the home crowd into it. That's where you really get that home field advantage into play.
Right. And you know what? It all depends on how they open up. Let's be honest. For me, being an old football guy, obviously you want to win the toss. Usually you want to defer, depending on how you want to start the game.
Yeah.
Coach Hake might have said, hey, we win. We want the ball. We're just going to try and score. They need to start out strong. The last two games, they've started out with turnovers, and that's something that they're going to have to, stop doing. You can't let that get in the head of young guys, because then it starts to become, oh man, we're just a team that turns the ball over. And man, one turnover can lose a game for you. Getting back real quick to what I was saying about Coach Hake, huge deal for him in the area to be home, and he really has huge plans for this team in this town of Mineral Ridge.
Most definitely. I think now is a great time that we take a look at your interview with Coach Hake earlier this week to wrap up our preview of tonight's matchup between Mineral Ridge and Conneaut here on the Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Matt Emch, Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch on YouTube, here with Mineral Ridge football coach Andy Hake. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, it's nice to hear from you, Matt. How's everything going?
Going well. We're really excited about this Friday. You guys have Conneaut. What can you tell us about this team?
Well, they got a lot of kids on their team. They're a Division 4 team. They don't play a lot of local teams around here, but you got a nice quarterback. You got a really good running back. We got to stop this running back Holland. He's a great player, and we're prepared to do that. I know that's what we're working on all week.
Now, obviously, coming off of a loss last week, there were some things that happened in the game that I'm sure you weren't happy about. Give me a little insight. I know how it probably went, but give us a little insight on how film sessions went on Saturday and what you addressed with the team.
Well, first thing is, we got to correct the things that we're doing wrong and things we can control. And I think that game was a thing where we could control a lot of the things that went sideways, fumbling, turning the ball over, short field position, and then coming out in the second half having conviction. It's not what we did; it was how we did it.
Right.
And we're going to do a better job with us. And moving forward, it's a long season. We're going to correct things, and that wasn't us in the second half. We're going to play better, and that's it. Play better.
How did practice go throughout this week? It's with one more day to game day, so.
Well, we had 2 great days of practice last year. Did a good scouting report on these guys on Monday. Went over what we had to go offense, very physical. Tuesday was physical. Cleaned up a lot of things on and sustained blocks, running the sled, ran the sled team, had nice hitting drills. Yesterday, had a great defensive tackling station and put in a nice plan for these guys. Kids got to execute, though. When it comes down to it, kids got to execute plan. And, we got to do a better job as coach. And it's always us first. Not like kids or anything. It's always me first. It rolls downhill, man. We feel that we have nice offensively, 2 back, 3 back, and then our 1 backs. We got to get our passing going, and we're going to work on these Friday.
Well, obviously kids, especially in high school, have to have short-term memories. But, for anybody that was watching after the game, I put the camera on the field for handshakes. We saw you guys, talking to the team for a while. Can you give us a little insight on what you said to the boys after that game?
Yeah, I think in moments like that, it's easy to be upset, and it just doesn't help going. At that moment, it's the moment of got to collect our thoughts and collect ourselves, and the battle ended. It can go our way, and we're going to correct these. I appreciate it. I thank the guys for their effort. I just think that we left a lot on the field. I totally get that, and it wasn't what we did, how we did it. And I was telling them we're going to crack them. I promise they're going to get the best. And our kids are good. That's the one thing. We have our kids. They're good spirit. They want to do well. They're not punks. They're really good teammates. They're coachable kids. And we'll fix.
Well, Coach, as well as, anybody that's into football deeply, sometimes you can learn more from a loss than you can from a win.
Sure.
We heard that from Coach Tress in 93, had a big loss during the regular season, and we turned around and won the championship. So you take it the right way, it could help you guys immensely. Speaking about Conneaut again, tell us, aside from the one running back you mentioned, what's the quarterback and the passing game look like for their offense?
Well, their quarterback is a runner also. They run a lot of 5-2, 3-1. They're running counters, right? They're reading the end. The running back, like the basketball kid, got to come out. He's a good athlete. Quarterback reads that, pulls it. Sometimes counter tray. Throw a boatload of bubbles, a lot of go routes. It's a real spread, a vertical attack. And we play best football because they can bite us. And their first two games, they're in both those games by 3, 27-24 to Kickoff, and then they just beat Independence 16-30. So we're gonna have to play our best football, and hopefully things work out for us. I know we're playing on it.
I'm sorry, Coach, you cut out. What did you say?
I said I know our kids want to do it. We just have to really have to execute.
Right.
That's what we're focusing on. Us. They got to be rich.
Now, tell me about, obviously, you guys on the line. You guys have beautiful size. You have great players when their heads are in the game. What does their offensive and defensive lines look like, and how do they match up with yours?
They have a great number 50. He plays both sides of the end. The guard. He's a senior. He's their best player overall. And he plays, like I said, left guard. He plays on the right side so it's a great matchup. They don't flop him either. They play 6 down linemen. They're in a so their nose and 2 tackles are subbing. They have 2 outside linebackers. One's a sophomore, 6'10", and the other's a freshman. And then they got 2 inside linebackers. So we're really going to try to block up inside. That's the plan. And then we're going to get in our sprint and attack them. But it's going to come down to us. It's not what they're doing to us. And we don't play anybody that I feel can dictate to us. We have to be the ones dictating to them. And then we have to play 4 quarters. I know it sounds crazy. We screwed up last week. We didn't play 4 quarters.
Right.
We
Now,
will.
looking forward to seeing that. I know that these kids, watching them 3 years in a row, I know what kind of kids Ridge kids are. I expect it, and we'll be looking forward to it. Defensively, real quick, what should we expect from Conneaut?
From Conneaut.
Conneaut.
They're in a 50. They're in a 50, and they walk their monster back into the box. They have 8 in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And they're cover 3 most of the time. 2x2, they'll go man. 3x1, they're cover 3. They don't blitz a whole lot. But they're trying to play. So we're going to have to rough them. I mean, we're having a night cut out for us. They have 60 guys. I got 60 guys, a little bit over. It's going to be a banger. I saw them scrimmage High Valley. It was a good scrimmage earlier. High Valley was a little more difficult for them, but they have some nice skill, and their skill is what they rely on carrying.
And finally, obviously, we always are going to finish with the third phase. What's the special teams look like for Conneaut?
Got a nice kicker. We better win that. We really focus on kick returning. I know that we've made mistakes. We've really worked on correcting things. And our kickers look great. Our punter looks great. We covered all the bases there. That doesn't mean he can't go up, but we covered all our bases there. And we feel good about our special.
And finally, what message you want to send out to the Rams faithful before tomorrow night?
Well, the first two games are tough games. I bet between the they're going to win 17.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth here at Easy Whitaker Field inside Joe Lane Stadium on the campus of Mineral Ridge High School. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. You just got a chance to listen to Matt's pregame interview with Mineral Ridge Rams head coach Andy Hake. Matt, we were talking about it while the interview was playing, and you've seen it in person. I haven't yet. But for Mineral Ridge to be a Division VI team, they have a lot of players on their roster, and that just shows the belief that this community has in head coach Andy Hake.
Oh, yeah. And, Coach Hake did a great job. As soon as he got into town, he got into that school and got every single guy he could to go out. Some guys that said they were not going to play football. I had a friend of a family who's got a guy playing lineman here who I'm not going to mention his name, but he had said, I'm not playing. He played his sophomore, freshman year, and he said, I'm done. I'm like, how can you not play? You're huge. Well, Coach Hake got him to go out. So almost 80 guys on the team. So he's done a great job.
Yeah, most definitely. And both teams coming off different ends of the spectrum coming into this week. Mineral Ridge coming off a 27-9 loss against United a week ago in front of what was a really good crowd here at Easy Whitaker Field. Conneaut, they've played 2 games this season, both games decided by 3 points. Week 1 was a 27-24 loss to Cuyahoga Heights. And then last week, they flipped the script, 16-13 victory over Independence, courtesy of a go-ahead 40-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Bowles with just over 3 minutes remaining in that contest. So Conneaut very used to playing in close games. Mineral Ridge, they had that 29-8 victory in week number 1, and then a tough loss in week number 2. If you're just now tuning in, Conneaut won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they will kick things off to Mineral Ridge, who will have the first possession here on their home field tonight. Once again, Anthony Romo, Matt Emch on the call here for tonight's contest. Spartans rocking those road white jerseys, white pants, blue helmets, while Mineral Ridge donning those classic all-black uniforms, black jerseys, black pants, and that orange ram on the black helmet. Conneaut has things teed up, and we are ready to get things underway. Spartans kick it to the left, and it is fielded at the 15-yard line, and Mineral Ridge will return it looking for a good start to tonight's contest, and with some space, that one is out across the 30 and taken down at the 35-yard line. That's where the Rams will get things going.
I did not catch the number there. You're going to have to be you got good eyes,
Yeah.
Anthony, so you're going to have to be my eyes sometimes. I didn't catch the ball carrier there. Brought down by a host of Conneaut players, the Spartans looking to upset the Rams for week two in a row. I mean, so hopefully the Rams can come out here on offense, not have any turnovers. Remember what I said in pregame. First two games, they started off both games with a turnover. They have to stop that cut from bleeding, if you will.
Quarterback Landon Bingham in the gun, running back to his left hip. One wide receiver at the top and the bottom. Man coming in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep on the first play of the game for the Rams. And we're going to have a flag down in the backfield on the sweep. That was number 1, Caden Schaefer, before he was taking out another late flag. We may have a horse calling.
I think that's going to go against the Spartans. I agree. They threw it right after the tackle.
So what looked like, I'd imagine we're going to have an early holding on Mineral Ridge. These penalties may get offset. So our officials conversing. Mineral Ridge struggled to get anything going last game. 27 carries, but for just 30 yards. So we're going to have holding on the offense and a face mask on the defense. That'll offset the penalties, and we're going to act like nothing happened. We're going to get things going once again. First down and 10 for the Rams from their own 37-yard line.
You know, the Rams have big boys up front on both sides, but I'm going to tell you what, Conneaut's got some big players as well. Like number 50 for the Spartans. He is a big boy. He is 6 foot, 260 pounds. Chetty Arcaro.
Landon Bingham in the gun once again. His running back, Preston Holbrook, to his right. It's going to be handoff to Holbrook on the right side. He has some space, gets across the 45.
Nice.
Just enough yardage for the first down. Preston Holbrook took that inside zone carry, let his blocks assemble, and he's out to the 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 13 and enough for a Mineral Ridge first down.
Great job by the right side of that offensive line, just blowing up the left side of the Spartans' defensive line.
So Preston Holbrook, 118 yards rushing on the season. A good start for him. He has 2 touchdowns on the ground this season. Mineral Ridge is going to have to get him busy if they want a chance here tonight. Bingham in the gun once again with Holbrook to his right. It's going to be another handoff to Preston Holbrook. He gets across the Conneaut 45, taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 late flags come from behind, and another flag from behind the Mineral Ridge line of scrimmage. I don't know if all 3 officials saw the same thing or if we're going to have another opportunity with flags on both sides.
He's pointing at the Spartans' defense.
Let's see what the call is.
Oh.
So the second face mask of the night on Conneaut. This one does not involve a flag on Mineral Ridge, so the Rams are going to get some free yardage, and this is a really good start for head coach Andy Hayes.
Huge. You know, you will take anything they give you, but especially if it's a 15-yarder.
Most definitely. So the Rams now moving all the way up to the Conneaut 29-yard line here for this first down play. We're going to have 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen for the Rams. Holbrook to the left of Bingham in the gun. It's going to be a snap to Bingham and a handoff. This one's going to go to the left side of the field, and taken down at the 30-yard line is Owen Silak, but 3 more flags come down.
Oh, my goodness. Hope this isn't against the Rams. They're clapping, so it might be against the Spartans again.
We've seen 4 plays, and 3 of them have seen all 3 flags leave the belt line of our officials.
No.
This one's going to be holding on Mineral Ridge, called on Chandler Bussey. So now Mineral Ridge is going to head backwards. It's been a wacky start to this game tonight, man.
You also have some very strict referees here tonight. So
most definitely.
I think this is a sign we're going to be seeing a lot of flags.
So Landon Bingham heads over to the sideline, gets the play call from Coach Hake. We're going to try again now. First down and 20, ball on the 39-yard line of Conneaut. Bingham in the shotgun, Holbrook to his right, Silak to his left. This one's going to be a handoff to Holbrook. He has some space, letting the blocks assemble. Actually, that's going to be a handoff to Chandler Bussey. So Bussey had the holding called on him, and then a handoff from Bingham to Bussey. He takes it to the left side for a good gain.
They ran a counter tray to the left. That's where your right tackle and guard pull out to the left turn up. The guard usually kicks out the tight end. The tackle turns it up and tries to get his hands on the inside or outside linebacker. They did a decent job, but not as big a play as they had hoped.
It's a gain of 7, now to the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 13 for the Rams. Derek Rackett's checked into the game for Owen Silak. Bingham in the gun, running back to his right. That's going to be Bussey. It's going to be a handoff to Bussey. He takes it to the left side, breaks one tackle, gets across the 30, and he's wrapped out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. Make it the 22. So gain of 10, and what was 1st down and 20 has now turned into 3rd down and 3 for the Rams on the 32.
Yeah, I mean, a very doable 3rd down and short. Especially with that offensive line that they have. I would try and run it to the right like they did the last time they got a big play. They've been running a lot to the left. They need to switch it up on this defensive line.
And for the first time tonight, we're going to see the Rams go under center. The running back is Preston Holbrook. It's going to be a handoff to Holbrook. He has the 1st down and more across the 20, taken down at the 15-yard line. 7 more yards on 3rd down and 3. And it is now 1st down and 10 Rams at the Conneaut 15-yard line.
What did I say? Run it to the right side, and they did. And Preston Holbrook is a big, strong player. He also is a starting linebacker. He's one of those players, man. He gets his speed up not only from his weight, he gives defensive players hits like he's on defense. So you got to watch out.
Holbrook, 5'11", 195. He gets it once again across the 10, across the 5, taken down just short of the goal line. Preston Holbrook down to the 2-yard line, gain of 13, and it's going to be 1st down and goal Rams at the 2-yard line, and they're going to go tempo. Under center is Bingham, handoff to Holbrook. Once again, he's into the end zone, but we have a flag from behind the play.
Yeah, I think that you did not get set. It might be illegal formation on the offense.
So Coach Hake deciding to go tempo. We'll see what the call is.
He's asking Coach Hake if he wants it, so it's against the defense.
Maybe Conneaut didn't get back to their side of scrimmage on time. So that might have been something that Coach Hake might have seen in film throughout the week. Is Conneaut slow getting back across the line of scrimmage after a 13-yard gain? And it looks like that flag will be on Conneaut. The offense is coming off the field for Mineral Ridge. A very good statement drive to start this game.
Oh, yeah. Great job, man. They are really coming off the line extremely well. I like seeing this from this offense at the moment.
So Mineral Ridge now on for the extra point attempt. Actually, they're going to go for 2. So you have the flag. They want to use it on this play, so they get an extra yard. Bingham's going to hand it off to Holbrook once again,
there it is.
And he will walk in untouched for the 2-point conversion. Coach Andy Hake more than pleased with the start to this contest. Just over 2 minutes taken off the game clock. 8 points on the board for the Rams.
Yeah, great job by all of the players, but especially that offensive line was just completely dominating.
And that will take us to a quick break. We'll be right back with kickoff and the first drive for the Conneaut Spartans after this on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Welcome back, 8-0 Mineral Ridge. A statement opening drive for the Rams, capped off by a 2-yard Preston Holbrook touchdown. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call as the Rams will kick things off to Conneaut for their first offensive drive of the evening. And the ball is booted deep, and it is fielded at about the 10-yard line by number 13, Luis Cedeno for the Spartans, and he gets out to the 30-yard line. That's where the Spartans will kick things off. Conneaut, led by a local guy at head coach, Rocco Dobrin, in his 15th season at the helm. He's a native of nearby Poland. He attended Poland Seminary High School, had a standout career, had a season during his high school career where he ran for almost 2,000 yards.
Wow. What year was that?
In the mid-90s.
Okay.
So the Spartans will come out in the pistol. They'll be led by quarterback Colby Stiltner a senior standing at 5'9". The combo of Stiltner and Isaiah Bowles has been their recipe for success. First handoff goes to Bowles, and he gets out across the 35-yard line, and he's taken down at the 40. Ball on the turf. Mineral Ridge thinks they have it.
Are they going to call it down, or is that Ridge's? It looks like they might call that down.
And they will.
Yep.
So that's on the opposite side of the field from us. Handoff was to the left side, so we cannot get a good angle from it from our vantage point here in the press box. But Conneaut will retain possession. The ball is out to the 40-yard line. One play, one first down for the Spartans. Conneaut coming off a 16-13 victory a week ago against Independence. Isaiah Bowles, who just had that run, had 159 yards on the ground during last week's contest. Spartans stay in the pistol, one man to the top, two to the bottom. Stiltner, option play, will hand it off to Bowles. He gets across the 40, taken down at the 46-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6, and now 2nd down and 4 for the Spartans.
Christian Dunlap on the tackle for the Rams on that play.
Spartans led by Coach Dobrin, 1-1 on the season. If you tuned in for our pregame show, we mentioned how Conneaut's not only making the hour-long trip to Mineral Ridge, but they're also going down 2 divisions, as the Spartans are in Division 4 and Mineral Ridge is in Division 6. So if the Rams can come out on top tonight,
a lot of points.
A lot of computer points.
Yep.
Once again, in the pistol is Stiltner. Bowles behind him, 2 to the bottom. It's going to be a run-pass option, and Mineral Ridge gets to the quarterback very quickly for the sack.
Kamani Johnson-Winford, number 52. Great job. He is having a very good year. He's been getting playing time since his freshman year. Kamani is one of those guys, like with Derek Rakic as well, who is one of the starters. He has been playing also since a freshman.
Conneaut had Carrick Dobrin on the bottom of the screen, kind of make his way out on the bubble screen, but the quarterback, Colby Stiltner, didn't even have a chance to look his way as Mineral Ridge busted through the offensive line and got to him in very little time.
They had a couple other Rams putting great pressure, so if he didn't get them, 2 others would have had a shot.
3rd down and 11 from the Conneaut 39-yard line. It's going to be a play action, roll out and a pass across the 45, and getting out to the 50 is number 7, Aaron Johnson for the Spartans. They needed 11. They got about 11 and a half yards, and the chains will move for Conneaut.
He is a big boy. You had, I think, Derek Rakic on the tackle for the Rams. But I'm going to tell you what, that was Silak, Owen Silak. Aaron Johnson, a senior, 6'3", 210 pounds. He is a big boy. He's heavier than 210.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't know if it's the pads that make it look a little bit more deceiving to make him look bigger, but like you said, he looks a lot bigger than 210.
Well, they're lighter when they get weighed at the beginning of the year.
That is true. Stiltner will hand it off to Isaiah Bowles from the pistol, gets across midfield, taken down at the Mineral Ridge 48-yard line. That's just going to be a gain of 1 and a good recovery play for the Rams defense. That's going to set up 2nd down and 9.
Good job by Derek Rakic on the tackle.
So Conneaut just across midfield.
He had help with Preston Holbrook as well.
A lot of numbers on the sidelines for both teams. Very good turnout for both teams this season. Conneaut taking a long time looking at the sideline, and Coach Rocco Dobrin's going to elect to call a timeout with 6 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 here on Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple. Honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
Welcome back to the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch, back on the calls. We take a look at our Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. 8-0 Rams with 6 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Conneaut's head coach, Rocco Dobrin, electing to call his first time out of the half. So we'll come back 2nd down and 9 for the Spartans on the Mineral Ridge 48-yard line. The Spartans have gained 2 first downs so far on this drive, one on a long run by their running back, Isaiah Bowles. We're going to have play action looking across the field, and that one is incomplete. It was intended for Brady Vera, but great coverage defensively by Jesse Rossi, number 2 for the Rams.
Yeah, Jesse did a great job. He got some really good speed. Great job by that defensive backfield. He had a couple of players also along the way with help, too.
And we've seen kind of a flip of offenses. Mineral Ridge did not pass the ball once in their first possession. Conneaut not afraid to mix it up, and we're going to have a flag. Looks like it might be a sideline warning on Mineral Ridge.
Yeah, they got one last week as well. You know,
And that drives the coach crazy.
Yeah, well, you know what, coaches are used to being in the mix. Sometimes they get out a little too far. And like we talked about, this is a strict crew. I mean, obviously, they're throwing a lot of flags already in the first quarter here.
We had 3 flags in the first 4 plays of Mineral Ridge's possession to start the game. Stiltner in the pistol. He's going to hand it off to Isaiah Bowles on 3rd down and 9. Surprising halfback dive up the middle on 3rd and 9. He gets it across the 45 down to the Ridge 43-yard line. Gain of 5. That's going to set up 4th down and 4 with the clock rolling as we near 6 minutes remaining in our opening quarter.
Oh, and Silac giving a nice shot to the running back. But, boy, he's a load as well. They got some really good-looking players. They are filling out those uniforms nicely.
So the Conneaut offense stays on the field. In the pistol once again is Stiltner. 2 wide receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. Running back behind him is Bowles. He moves his man, Carrick Dobrin, inside a little bit, and he's going to look to pass it to the bottom of the screen, and the catch is going to be made by Brady Vera. That'll be enough for a first down. Needed 4, got 7, down to the 36-yard line of Mineral Ridge.
Jesse Rossi on the coverage there, but
quick dig route from the wide receiver Vera on the bottom of the screen, got what he needed for the first down.
Yeah, Brady doing that while he was on the ground. They have some, like we've been saying, very big receivers. The tight end is big. You guys who've heard me through the years, you know what I say about tight ends, the most underutilized, dangerous weapon in football.
That was a gain of 8 to the 35. Now trips to the top, single man to the bottom. It's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Bowles. He has some space across the 25, bouncing to the right side across the 20, pushed out of bounds at the Mineral Ridge 16-yard line. That was number 11, Christian Dunlap, who got to him and pushed him out of bounds. But this Conneaut offensive line really starting to create some holes for Bowles. I'd say he's had some good holes on each carry thus far. I'm surprised they haven't run the ball more on this first drive.
I agree. They have a very big offensive line. They all are averaging, I believe 230 at least and up.
Led by that center, Dyson Jarena, 5'10", 256. Snapping the ball. Trips to the top. It's going to be another handoff to Bowles, who's going to take it to the right side again across the 15. Lowers the shoulder into the defender. I'll tell you what, that contact with Jesse Rossi, both those guys are going to feel that throughout the rest of the game. He was tackled at the 11-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7, 2nd down and 3 with just under 5 minutes remaining in our opening quarter.
Yeah, last play you had a defender, I don't remember the number, broke down to make a tackle on the running back, and he just sat there. So they're going to have to get that wide-eyed kind of situation out of here and start getting on the ball players faster, the guy catching the ball, the guy running the ball, because if they don't get this defense going on the running game, they're going to get in a lot of trouble.
Trips to the top of the screen. Now in the gun is Stiltner. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He goes up the middle across the 5, taken down at the 4-yard line. That was Owen Silac once again, the first guy to get to the quarterback. Silac, he's a ball hawk defensively. He is where the ball is.
Yeah, Owen, I believe he is a junior. He's been getting playing time since his freshman year. He started for the first time last year. So, he is definitely one of the fastest players on that defense and a good ball hawk.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line of Mineral Ridge. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. It's going to be a keeper now for the quarterback. That is not Stiltner in. It's going to be a touchdown for Conneaut. That's number 3, Brady Vera, who took the snap, used the running back to his right as a lead blocker, and he gets his way into the end zone for the first score for Conneaut at 4:27 remaining in our opening quarter as we take a look at the Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard.
Yeah, Silac having trouble with the size. And like I said, they're going to need to do some changes on, moving changes, not wait till halftime and try and shut this run down, because this is going to be a problem as the game goes.
An interesting move here. So Stiltner is out of the game once again. We're going to have Brady Vera lining up at quarterback. He's going to have Bowles to his left, one receiver to the bottom. That's Carrick Dobrin. It's going to be another keeper for Vera. Lowers the shoulder. Did he get in? He did.
Yep.
For the 2-point conversion. So Conneaut and Mineral Ridge, two very good offensive drives to start the game. We are all tied up at 8. 4:27 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be right back with the rest of our first quarter on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
So welcome back into Mineral Ridge High School, and we have a call from our official. While we were in break, our officials conversed, and they just came over the mic and said that the 2-point conversion was in fact not good.
I
The runner
thought
was
he
short of the
didn't
goal
make
line.
it.
So,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so our score is now 8-6 as we take another look at our Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Mineral Ridge on top, 4:27 remaining in the first quarter.
You know, one of the things is we have a great view from up here in the box. And, man, I did not think he got in. So when he threw his arms up, I was surprised. I almost talked about it, but I just let him have it. Great situation for the Rams, stopping them from getting that 2-point conversion.
So Mineral Ridge, if they can get another touchdown on the board here on this possession, all you need is an extra point to get a 2-possession lead. Conneaut deep to kick, kicking left to right. And they will once again angle this kick to the left. This one may go out of bounds. Instead, it's fielded at the 15-yard line by Rossi of the Rams. And he cuts his way back to the right side, gets across the 25 before being taken down at the 26-yard line. That's where Mineral Ridge will kick things off. If you're just now tuning in, it was a pretty quick, in the grand scheme of things, a drive under 3 minutes, but consisted of a lot of long runs for the Rams. Made their way into the end zone on a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Preston Holbrook, and then they got the 2-point conversion as well to take an 8-0 lead.
So, you know, we'll see if the Rams can repeat what they did on the last time when they had the ball. Speed kills. That offensive line did a great job against this D-line, so here we go.
So the Rams back out starting on their own 27-yard line. And we will see what they do. First play, handoff to Holbrook from the right side of the gun. He gets out to the 30-yard line, just across, it looks like. Gain of 4. It's going to set up 2nd down and 6 now for the Rams offense.
I believe that was number 21, Jacob Thompson, on the tackle for the Spartans.
As the sun starts to set a little bit, clouds start to roll in. There's a little bit of a chance of rain here this evening at Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium. Of course, we hope that stays off. Quarterback in the shotgun for Mineral Ridge is Landon Bingham. He's joined by Holbrook. It's going to be another handoff to Holbrook, and he is walloped in the backfield. Nice job defensively by Conneaut. That was number 62, Ben Griswold, who got right through the offensive line of Mineral Ridge and got in the backfield. That'll be a tackle for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 at the 29-yard line for Ridge. Make it 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, they're going to have to shore that up. Obviously, you're going to have good players having big plays once in a while, but you got to make sure that is a minimum amount of time.
One receiver to the bottom. Quarterback in the shotgun is Landon Bingham. Holbrook to his right. He's going to drop back, throw to the top side, and it's going to be a catch made, but short of the 1st down for Mineral Ridge. And we'll see if they decide to keep the offense on the field here, deep in their own territory.
It's really
on the
short.
Reception, that was number 10, Austin Ohl.
and that was number 29, James Fadley on the tackle for the Spartans.
So it's going to set up 4th down and 2 on the 35-yard line of Mineral Ridge. The offense will stay on the field now for Coach Hake. Holbrook will now be in the back, but Mineral Ridge is going to be under center with their quarterback in Bingham. All they need is 2. It's going to be handoff to Holbrook. He is tackled just short of the 1st down marker. He actually lost a yard.
Yeah.
So Conneaut's defensive line bolstering through the offensive line of Ridge. They get him in the backfield, and now Conneaut has really good field position offensively.
Yeah, that was the big boy, the junior, number 62, Ben Griswold, 6'1", 270. They read that play well. They hit the right side again. Conneaut knew they were going to run that play, and he just ran down the backside of the line. Good speed for a big boy.
So Mineral Ridge needed 2 yards. They lost 2. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Conneaut on the Mineral Ridge 35-yard line.
Not good for this defense that had a problem with that line and that running game, giving them amazing field position.
And a very good defensive possession recovery-wise for Conneaut after that first drive for Mineral Ridge. If you watch that over and over and you think they might not be able to stop them here tonight, but that defensive line was a big reason on why the Rams go 4 and out on their possession. So Conneaut's offense back on the field. Colby Stiltner, the quarterback, back in the game. Isaiah Bowles behind him in the pistol. 1 receiver to the top, 3 to the bottom for the Spartans. They trail 8-6 with 2:14 remaining in our opening quarter. It's going to be handoff to Bowles as that quick first step goes across the left side, and more flags are down on the field. Looks like he got out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It was a gain of 6, but we'll see what the call is here from our refereeing crew.
Jackson Geddes almost got a play behind the line of scrimmage. He just didn't get there at the right time.
It's going to be holding on the offense.
Very good penalty for the Rams defense. Move them back with this difficult running game to stop. They've got to figure out a way and make some adjustments, on the fly. You have some coaches, when we get a halftime, we'll make new. You got to make them on the fly. That's a sign of a good staff.
1st down and 20 now for Conneaut as they're pushed back to the Mineral Ridge 45-yard line. Good Rams crowd on hand tonight. Conneaut not a bad crowd either, even though with the long drive.
Kamani Jackson out and Logan Baylor in.
So Stiltner in the pistol. Bowles behind him. Trips to the bottom, 1 man to the top. It's going to be a speed option. The lateral goes behind the back of Bowles. Loose ball on the ground, and the Rams have it.
Yeah.
On the recovery, who else but Owen Silak?
Owen Silak had some big turnovers last year, and he had a big one right here, heads-up play. He never got that ball, bounced off his shoulder pad, and the Rams were there.
So once again, as we slow things down a little bit, Spartans come out in the pistol, snap to Stiltner, wants the speed option, pitches it to Bowles, but like you said, goes off his shoulder pad. The toss was behind him. Mineral Ridge doing a good job having a defender take Bowles down so he can't jump on the loose ball, and then Silak comes in and sweeps it up.
That's a great heads-up play as well. Players are taught to do that. Take down the intended ball carrier so that someone else gets a shot.
1st down and 10, Rams on the Conneaut 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. Getting out to midfield is Preston Holbrook for a gain of 2 as the clock rolls down to 1 minute, 35 seconds remaining in our opening quarter. Big stop for the Rams as they hold on to this 8-6 lead.
Yeah, huge. Running the counter trade left again, getting stopped by Josh Sabo. Ironically, my wife's cousin name is Josh Sabo. Really funny. She'll get a kick out of that. Yeah.
2nd down and 8 at midfield for Mineral Ridge as the first quarter clock continues to run as we near 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2 receivers to the bottom. Bingham in the gun. It's going to be a handoff to Chandler Bussey. And he takes the carry across the 35-30, 25-20 before he is taken down by the ankles by number 22, Steven Kessler. But Chandler Bussey using that explosiveness, that's going to be a gain of 31 down to the 19-yard line.
Chandler had a huge run last week and also the week before. The first week I can't remember. He almost scored just like there. He was, they just tackled him. He was just one step away from breaking it. He's
Bussey,
got good
only
speed.
a sophomore.
Great speed.
He's got a lot of growing and a lot of speed that he will gain throughout his high school career. First down and 10 at the 19, another handoff to Bussey. He goes out to the right side, and he gets to about the 15-yard line where he's taken down after a gain of 4. That's going to be second down and 6. Clock rolling down to 17 seconds. We'll see if Coach Hake lets this first quarter clock run out.
And I like what you said. He'll get quicker as he goes faster. He'll be able to make that cut much faster when he gets older. And the body just comes into its own. And he's going to be a good one when he gets older.
That'll take us to the end of the opening quarter. Mineral Ridge on top of Conneaut 8-6 and driving at the Spartans' 15-yard line. That'll take us to a break. We'll see if the Rams can get in the end zone when we return on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leone's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakich. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter here at Mineral Ridge High School. The Rams up 8-6 and driving. Handoff to Chandler Bussey on the opening play of the second quarter. He goes from the 15 inside the 5 down to the 4. That's going to be a gain of 11 on second down and 6. And it'll be first down and goal for Mineral Ridge. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call here for quarter number 2 of the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Matt, the Rams picking up where they left off to end the first quarter, really using the ground game to their liking.
Yeah, and you love to see when a team gets a turnover that they are doing something with that. And if the Rams can finish up this series, they definitely will get points.
Under center is the quarterback, Landon Bingham. Will hand it off to Preston Holbrook, who goes up the middle into the end zone from 4 yards out. Touchdown, Mineral Ridge, as they take now a 14-6 lead with 11:24 remaining in the second quarter. All you need is an extra point to make this a 2-possession game now, as Conneaut was short on their 2-point conversion attempt back in the first quarter.
Yeah, that would be huge if they could get this kick just 1 point. As me and you and other people that I've called the games with, me and Matt, many times over the last 2 years for the Rams, 1 point has been a deciding factor in numerous games.
This is a team that's looking to get over that hump, not only make the playoffs under head coach Andy Hake in his first year, but possibly make a run. And we're going to have a flag thrown. It was a dummy call from the holder, Ethan Deli. We'll see who this flag's called on.
Quick score update for you. Niles 13, Ravenna nothing.
So the Red Dragons, tough start to the year, had that heartbreaking loss against Howland in week number 1, then a tough loss in week 2. This is going to be a penalty on Conneaut, neutral zone infraction. So the Mineral Ridge offense will come back out onto the field, and we're going to see if Landon Bingham and company can punch in their second 2-point conversion of the night. Bingham's going to come out under center from the 1-yard line. His deep back will be Preston Holbrook. And it's going to be a handoff to Holbrook. He goes up the middle, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. So a 10-point lead now for Mineral Ridge early in our second quarter with 11:24 remaining as we take another look at the Dunlap & Son Plumbing scoreboard.
But I tell you what, Preston Holbrook just played offensive lineman and pancaked big old boy number 68, 6'3", 235-pound Peyton Priotley like he was 50 pounds. Huge pancake.
So now a 2-possession lead for Mineral Ridge at 16-6 here with 11:24 remaining in our second quarter. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch on the call here this evening. The Rams looking to bounce back from a 27-9 loss against United last week. They've already added 7 more points than they had a week ago, and the home crowd has been into it from the jump. Also helps for the Rams. This is the third of their first 5 games on the season at home. First half of the year is going to be played right here at Easy Whitaker Field.
Yeah, then they got some away games, but one of the biggest at home is going to be that rivalry against McDonald in Week 10.
What a matchup that's going to be. Hopefully a lot of playoff implications on the line. We can only dream for that. Kickoff is deep. This one's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by number 13, Luis Cedeno. And he has some space, gets across the 25 before he is wrapped up and thrown to the sideline just across the 30-yard line.
Owen Silak for the Rams taking care of pushing him out of bounds. Man, what a ball hawk. Great pursuit Owen Silak has all over the field.
I mean, I feel like he already has about 20 tackles tonight. We have a long ways to go in this ball game, and Owen Silak, I think I've said his name at least once every play while the Rams have been on defense.
Yeah, he is definitely one of their best players defensively.
So Conneaut's offense back out onto the field, scored a touchdown on their opening drive, forced a Mineral Ridge turnover on their second turnover on downs, but then they turn it over themselves, attempted speed option, bad pitch from quarterback Colby Stiltner that was jumped on by Silak. We're going to have a flag called before the first down snap for Conneaut on their own 30. It's going to be a false start. That's going to make it first down and 15. So first and 15 now for the Spartans. But you don't worry as much if you're Conneaut compared to Mineral Ridge getting behind the sticks, as we've seen this Spartans offense like to throw it a lot early on in the first half.
Yeah, they've definitely got the players to get those fresh set of downs as well. The defense has got to start pinning their ears back a little bit and putting some more pressure as when they got that turnover.
We're going to have Stiltner in the pistol, 2 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. It's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Bowles, and he's going nowhere. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to set up second down and 15 as Mineral Ridge is in the backfield taking down the knees of Bowles.
Yeah, that was Derek Rakic on the tackle from his linebacker position. Derek is just one of the best players on this team. Like I said before, getting PT as a freshman, starting as a lineman from his sophomore year up through here, and starting linebacker.
Second down and 15, 10 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the second quarter on a rolling clock. 2 running backs in the gun with Stiltner. He hands it off to Bowles, and he is walloped by 3 Mineral Ridge defenders. That's going to be another loss, and they have third down and very long.
Phoenix Walker getting there first, but getting a lot of help from his buddies on defense.
Third down. Ball's going to be at the 23-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 17. Conneaut has this tall wide receiver to the bottom of the screen in number 3, Brady Vera, standing at 6'2". He scored the lone touchdown from the Wildcat. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to throw it up his way right here. 3 wide receivers to the top, Vera all alone to the bottom. Stiltner in the pistol, Bowles behind him. He drops back, throws it to Vera, catches it. Actually, dropped it at the 29.
Plus, his knee was on the ground.
So he wouldn't have been able to move anywhere.
Yeah, so bring on the punt team. Great job by the defense making those adjustments and having some big, big plays.
And when you set yourself up in a third down and long like Conneaut had, actually, they're going to give him the catch, so it's going to be 4th down and 10, now back at the 30. But still, if you're Mineral Ridge and you're in 3rd and 4th down and long, you give your cornerbacks the ability to lay some cushion in front of these receivers.
They're going to pooch it.
They're going to drop back. It's going to be a pooch punt by number 5, Carrick Dobrin. It's going to bounce at the 38-yard line for Mineral Ridge, and that's going to be fielded by Silak. He goes to his left, gets across the 40, across the 45, 50, across midfield before he stiff arms a Spartans defender and goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Conneaut.
I hope he didn't get a flag on there, but man, he just threw him off of that tackle. I wouldn't call that a personal foul or unsportsmanlike.
They're both
conduct.
in the field of play.
Yeah, man, but man, Owen is having a great game.
We're going to have a Spartan down on the field on the far side on the Mineral Ridge sideline. That'll take us to a break. 9 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mineral Ridge on top, 16-6. We'll be right back on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Dunlap and Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap and Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap and Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Welcome back to Easy Whitaker Field inside Joe Lane Stadium on the campus of Mineral Ridge High School. The injured Conneaut Spartan Jackson Geddes walks off the field under his own power. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call here from the home of the Mineral Ridge Rams.
Very slow, cautious, looks like he's limping on the sidelines. One of their best players, not a good guy to go down for the Spartans.
Most definitely. We hope that he looks like he might be nursing a lower body injury. Hopefully Geddes will be able to get himself in good enough shape to get back on the field here tonight for Conneaut. It's going to be 1st down and 10, Mineral Ridge on the Spartans' 46-yard line. Man in motion is Schaefer, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper and a good gain for Landon Bingham across the 40, taken down at the 34-yard line of Conneaut. That's going to be a gain of 12 and a new set of downs for the Rams.
Actually, that's Ethan Daly, number 7, who was in at quarterback.
Gotcha, okay.
And they've been switching them, just to let you know, back and forth since game 1. You get a much faster guy with Ethan.
I was going to say, Bingham had a little bit of a bigger jolt in his step than we had seen early on. So the combination of Deli and Bingham to the Rams' advantage. Schaefer in motion once again. It's going to be a jet sweep play to Caden Schaefer. He has a little bit of space before being taken down at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5, setting up 2nd down and 5 Rams with 8:25 remaining in our second quarter.
Yeah, we call him Mighty Mouse, number 1, Caden Schaefer. Only 5'6", 155, but he is, first of all, one of the fastest players on the team, but he has broken tackles against guys 2-3 times his size. You should have seen him week 1. I love this kid.
Ethan Deli remains in at quarterback. Running back to his left hip in the shotgun is Preston Holbrook. 2 receivers to the bottom of the screen for the Rams. Schaefer comes in motion once again. This is going to be a quarterback keeper for Deli. Comes across the 25, lowers his shoulder across the 10, wrapped out of bounds inside the 10-yard line at the 5. Ethan Deli lowers the shoulder, trucks over a defender, and it's 1st down and goal, Mineral Ridge.
Oh, he lowered the boom. I didn't get to see the player. It was one of their linebackers, big guy, but he is just turned on the juice, doing a great job keeping the ball.
1st and goal now from the 5-yard line. 7 minutes, 47 seconds remain on the second quarter clock. The Rams are coming out and hitting hard here tonight. They'll now be under center. Back into the game at quarterback is Landon Bingham. Running back deep is Chandler Bussey. It's going to be a handoff to Bussey. Takes it to the left side. He wraps his way into the end zone for another Mineral Ridge touchdown. Chandler Bussey into the end zone from 5 yards out, and the Rams' lead continues to extend.
They definitely have the right ingredients going right now on this Rams offense. The Spartans having a monster of a time dealing with this energized Rams offense.
You know, the momentum seemed like it was all in favor of Conneaut.
Yeah.
They get Mineral Ridge to turn it over on downs, and then they turn it over themselves. And ever since then, 2 very quick touchdowns for Mineral Ridge. It is now 22-6 with the extra point pending from Gutierrez.
Offsides.
Offsides again. So the second consecutive extra point attempt that Conneaut jumps off sides, and here comes the Rams offense back out onto the field once again.
Nick Vendetti, the sophomore.
So a nightmarish start here in the first half now for the Spartans and head coach Rocco Dobrin. A team coming off a 16-13 victory a week ago against Independence. They have dug themselves a very deep hole here tonight.
Oh, yeah, this is big trouble for them. No sign of being able to stop this offense right now.
Bingham under center once again. Stack eye look for Mineral Ridge. The running back deep in the backfield is Preston Holbrook. He's going to turn, give to Holbrook, and he's going to get in with ease. Give Holbrook 1 yard to go and Chandler Bussey, and they're going to get that 1 yard about 99.9% of the time. 24-6. Mineral Ridge now leads with 7:41 remaining in the second quarter. As we'll give a quick game reset, and we'll take a look at our Dunlap & Son plumbing scoreboard. Mineral Ridge started the scoring with a Holbrook 2-yard touchdown run. They got the conversion to make it 8-0 with just under 10 minutes remaining on the first quarter clock. Conneaut answered with a 2-yard touchdown run of their own by Brady Vera. They did not get the 2-point conversion attempt. The score was 8-6. And then 2 more touchdowns from the Rams with 2-point conversions. Another one by Holbrook and that one by Bussey. And it is now 24-6, not even halfway through our second quarter.
Yeah, first of all, it is very hard to stop Preston Holbrook when he gets running. He is one of those downhill runners, so difficult to stop, but again, very mean. He puts hits on defensive players. This offensive line is really coming into their own, doing a fabulous job, led by number 58, Chase Moore, 6'4", 285-pound senior. Kamani Johnson-Winford. You have number 61, 60, Jackson Sedetic. You have Justin Sedetic, number 51. I'm sorry. I'll get the rest.
We're going to have a squib kick from the Rams, and that one is fallen on by Conneaut. They'll start with the ball at their own 43-yard line. So the Rams trying to pull a quick one. You have all the momentum. Why not try something like that? You have a little bit of a score cushion in your advantage, but good starting field position for the Spartans.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's a flip of the coin for Coach Hake. He's riding on a wave right now. But, wow, heads-up play. And that was like a lineman that caught that as well. So good job by the receiving team. I'm impressed with that one.
So Colby Stiltner, the quarterback, back out onto the field. Coming out in the pistol is running back Isaiah Bowles is behind him. 3 wide receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. It's going to be a handoff to Bowles, and he cannot get away from the Rams defender in the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 41-yard line, loss of 3, second down and 13 upcoming at the 41-yard line.
I think that was number 4, Tanner Sharp.
So many different names for the Rams that have been in the backfield defensively tonight. Clock rolling, 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining on the second quarter clock as the Spartans look to their own sideline waiting for the play call. Second down and 13, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. In the shotgun will be Colby Stiltner. Joined by his running back, Isaiah Bowles. He's going to hand it off once again. Bowles has some space. If he can get past that first line, and he does. Across midfield, pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Mineral Ridge. That's going to be a gain of 11 and set up 3rd down and 2 now for the Spartans.
Yeah, thankfully Christian Dunlap pushed him out of bounds. But, wow, he hit that hole and he was gone. Offensive line did a great job. But you were making a point about all the different Rams players. That's one of the things Coach Hake and I talked about in week 1, that he has multiple players at different positions to give guys breaks and keep them fresh.
Late substitution, Josh Sabo comes in. We're going to have a whistle blown and a timeout called before the snap. So Coach Andy Hake did not like the personnel he had on the field. wants to take an extra moment to take a look at this. 6 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That'll take us to a timeout. We'll see if the Rams can make a stop when we return on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire, to powerful testimonials that build trust, to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done.
Welcome back. 3rd down and 2 at the 47-yard line for Conneaut. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. Mineral Ridge leads 24-6 with 6:53 remaining in the second quarter. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, Isaiah Bowles, and he is stuffed in the backfield. A few Rams defenders in on that tackle, including number 15, Nick Anderson.
Yeah, Nick Anderson, the junior linebacker, 6'2", 190 pounds. He did not give him an inch. He hit the wall, and that was that was Nick Anderson. He saw that number 15. It did not move.
Isaiah Bowles was sweeping from right to left, and Anderson met him. So now it's going to be 4th down and 2 from the 48-yard line. And it looks like a hard count from Brady Vera, who was in at quarterback for Conneaut, makes Mineral Ridge jump, and that's got to make Coach Hake just mad on the sidelines. That's going to be an automatic new set of downs.
Yeah, that really is not what he wanted to see. You always tell your players, watch the ball, don't listen to the cadence, and that's normally something that the Rams do to all the other teams.
So a free 5 yards. It's going to be 1st down and 10 Conneaut at the 43-yard line. The Spartans, who had not gotten a 1st down in about 25 minutes of real time, they get a free set of downs. Mineral Ridge gives them an extra opportunity. 1st and 10 at the Rams' 43-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield. It's going to be a split back look for Brady Vera, who's in at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Isaiah Bowles, who has some space, gets across the 40 before being taken down at the 36. Ball on the ground, and it's going to be jumped on by Conneaut all the way back towards midfield. Our official's going to give them possession at the 47-yard line. So what was about a gain of 6 turns into a loss of 5 at the 48, and it's going to be 2nd down and 15.
I didn't see who made that tackle and strip. Great job by whoever did that. And then, the only bad thing was the closest Rams player was getting up off the field. He was so close. If he would have saw that ball, he could have got on top of it.
5 minutes, 4 seconds on a rolling clock here in the second quarter. 24-6, Mineral Ridge dropping back and passing. And through the hands of the intended receiver, Brady Vera, was Colby Stiltner. And it's going to be 3rd down and 15, another 3rd and long for this Conneaut offense.
How fast things change when your players decide, one of them, that I'm going to change things here, and how fast the momentum switches.
Just like that, Conneaut, who was able to grasp a little bit more momentum after getting the free 1st down from an offsides on 4th down by Mineral Ridge. They're set up with 3rd and 15, 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. In the gun is Colby Stiltner. He's going to intend to hand it off to number 10, DeAndre Weatherspoon. He gets out across the 45 and is taken down at the 44. It's going to be 4th down and 11. You got to imagine, if you're Conneaut, this is 4-down territory.
Right.
You don't want to give the ball back to Mineral Ridge.
Now, that was a great job by, I believe, Blake Basista on the tackle for the Rams. They had numerous shots at him, and he just threw some nice juke moves in the back and got extra yardage where he should have been taken down in the backfield.
That was a nice job of running by Weatherspoon to give Conneaut a few more yards. You had to think a run play on 3rd and 15. You got to imagine they're going to want to go for it. You just want to get some yards back.
Right.
Spread look in the gun. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. Dropping back is Stiltner, pump fakes. Ram coming right at him. He's back to his own 40-yard line, and he's just going to throw it away into the Spartan sideline. That was number 5, Jackson Geddes, or excuse me, number 5, yes, Jackson Geddes, doing a great job.
Fabulous penetration, great speed getting after him. He almost sacked him for a monster loss. And then Phoenix Walker almost intercepted because it sat in the air so long. Great field position now by the offense. How fast things change.
Yep. This Mineral Ridge defensive line has been very impressive.
Phenomenal.
Besides that one scoring drive for the Spartans.
Yeah, Coach Hake said we are going to get as far as our offensive and defensive lines take us. And isn't that what all the championship teams have? Are
Always.
Great lines.
Most definitely. So it's going to be 1st down and 10, Mineral Ridge on their own 44-yard line. And an opportunity for the Rams to extend this lead once again. It's going to be an empty set. Man coming in motion is Caden Schaefer. It's going to be a handoff to Schaefer on the jet sweep to the left side. Nice tackle in the backfield by, looks like, Brady Vera for Conneaut. He has been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, he had a beautiful
coming in from the
open
spot.
Field tackle. Great speed. Got in the backfield from, like you said, the safety position. He read it beautifully.
Under 4 minutes to go in our second quarter, 3 minutes, 36 seconds and running. 2nd down and 10. It was going to be a gain of 0, actually. So the Rams, no harm done. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Delhi. He gets across midfield, across the 45-40, stiff arms a man, and he is taken down deep in Conneaut territory at the 35-yard line. That is going to be a gain of 21 yards in a new Mineral Ridge 1st down with 3:20 on the second quarter clock.
Fresh set of downs. Delhi is a beast when he gets the ball. Wow, I mean, he is definitely going to give this Rams offense that extra something as the end of the year gets closer and closer.
That's going to be another keeper for Delhi across the 35, lowers the shoulder into the defender down at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 9 and set up a 2nd down and 1 for Mineral Ridge.
I mean, it says he's 5'11", 190. He looks a little taller than that, but my God, he is bringing the boom every time he gets the ball.
Most definitely. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Delhi remains in the game at quarterback. Running back to his right hip is Bussey. It's going to be a handoff to Bussey. He gets out across the 25, down at the 21. Late flag comes in. They had enough for the 1st down, but we'll see if this one's going to come back.
Now, it's got a Rams player down on the ground. That's not a good sign.
Rams player down on the field with 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I don't know who that is either.
Player is on his back. And that'll take us to a quick timeout. We'll be right back. 24-6, 2:30 remaining in the second quarter on the Mineral Ridge Rams Game of the Week here on with Just Football with Matt Emch.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe? This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
That was Chandler Bussey, the injured Mineral Ridge Ram, who walked off the field, thankfully. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 1st down and 10 for the Rams at the 11-yard line of Conneaut. That penalty was on the Spartans that took us into that injury timeout. It's going to be an empty set. Ethan Delhi will keep it himself on the quarterback power. and he is taken down inside the 10-yard line at the 8. That's going to be a gain of 3, setting up 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remain in the second quarter.
Yeah, we really hope that Bussy is okay. He went off slow. I think that late hit they had was because of the frustration of just getting, they're on skates right now.
Yeah. Mineral Ridge is moving the ball down the field at will. And they're really going to take all the time they want, let this play clock run down. And it's a great opportunity. Now with the updated technology, you have the play clock right behind you in the end zone if you're Mineral Ridge. So you can see and let that clock run down. It's going to be play action pass to the end zone. Diving catch for the touchdown. Mineral Ridge extends the lead.
Wow. He had to reach out. He caught it on the fingertips. Great catch. What player was that?
Looks like that was number 1, Caden Schaefer on the diving touchdown reception. Mineral Ridge, another touchdown here in the first half. 30-6 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse, number 1. And that's not an insult, everyone. That is a definite positive. He is a monster. I am so impressed by him.
On for the extra point is Gutierrez. Steven Gutierrez. We'll see if they can get Conneaut to jump again. They don't.
They didn't call it. He was offsides.
Regardless, the extra point is good. And now the lead is 31-6. Mineral Ridge on the 7-yard touchdown reception by Caden Schaefer. Now it's kind of like a sweaty palm situation. If you're a fan in the stands, Conneaut had jumped off sides on the last 2 extra point attempts. You saw some movement. The officials didn't. Extra point was good regardless, and the lead is up to 25 for the Rams.
We have a score update at halftime. The Niles Dragons up 13-0 on Ravenna. And then my normal partner, Matt Lipsack, calling the Phantoms game. Muskegon up 2-0 at the end of the second.
That's not good. Of course, Matt had that amazing call when the Phantoms won the league title a few years ago. That's how I learned of Matt Lipsack. Great broadcaster here in the Valley. 31-6, Mineral Ridge on top with 1:33 remaining in the second quarter as we take another look at the Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. The Rams will kick off. Beautiful sunset here tonight at Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium here on the campus of Mineral Ridge High School. You can't ask for much of a better start to this game if you're head coach Andy Hake.
No.
Gutierrez will boot it deep. This one will be fielded at inside the 10-yard line by Conneaut. This one's going to be taken out across the 20 with some space across the 30 and pushed out of bounds was the Spartan return man. I want to say that was number 13, Luis Cedeno, on the return once again. So he has returned the last 3 kicks for the Spartans. Gets them out across the 30. They'll start with the ball on their own 35-yard line. 1 26 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Be a great job if the Rams defense can keep them out of getting any points before they go in at half. That will be a huge thing starting the second half of the game.
Just a reminder, Conneaut will get the ball to start the second half. They won the toss before the game and deferred. We're going to have a timeout called by head coach Andy Hake in Mineral Ridge. We'll take a timeout of our own. 1 26 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Mineral Ridge on top, 31-6.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Dunlap and Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap and Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap and Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Thanks once again to Dunlap and Son Plumbing for sponsoring our scoreboard. 31-6, Mineral Ridge on top of Conneaut with 1:26 remaining in the second quarter. It's going to be a halfback screen to Isaiah Bowles, who tripped and fell. If he would have caught that with 2 feet on the ground, he would have had some space to run, but it's just been one of those quarters for Conneaut. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call here from EZ Whitaker Field. 1 minute, 22 seconds remain in the second quarter. And if you're Conneaut, it's soul-searching time, down by 25. You get the ball to start the second half. If you can find a way to get in the end zone here right before halftime, it gives you a little bit of momentum heading into the locker room.
Oh, huge if they could stop them. And, man, they have a lot of energy and juice going through that Rams sideline right now.
2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Dropping back is Stiltner. Throws to his receiver, Brady Vera. He's going to catch it at the 38, get across the 40 before being wrapped up and taken down at the 44-yard line.
They kept him in bounds.
They did. That's big for Mineral Ridge defensively. 2 timeouts remain for Conneaut, but their head coach and Rocco Dobrin elects not to take it. 3rd down and 1. Clock just under 1 minute remaining now in the second quarter. Ball on the 44-yard line of Conneaut. In the pistol is Stiltner. He's going to drop back, throw to the top side of the screen. That one's going to be caught at midfield and taken down, but a first down for the Spartans. On the catch was number 2, Carson Hayes. And a timeout will be called by Coach Dobrin. A little bit of a risky pass by the quarterback, and Colby Stiltner throwing to the top side of the field. Mineral Ridge had a linebacker kind of lurking in that vicinity, but good catch by Carson Hayes. Enough for a first down.
Quick score update. Poland up over the Field Falcons 36-0 in the second quarter.
Poland, the alma mater of Conneaut head coach Rocco Dobrin. This is his 15th season at the helm at Conneaut. This is a Spartans team that was just 2-8 a year ago. So they were coming in tonight with a chance to get a victory and tie their season win total from a year ago. But Mineral Ridge has had everything go their way thus far in the first half on their home field and in front of this home crowd here in week number 3. The Rams coming off a tough 27-9 loss a week ago against United, where they gave up 285 yards rushing on the ground. United only attempted 1 pass, which was incomplete. It has been a different story here tonight. Conneaut has attempted their fair share of passes, but it hasn't amounted to points, as their lone score of the night was a 2-yard touchdown run by Brady Vera all the way back in the first quarter.
They have shut down the Spartans, and, they're going to want to make some adjustments. Not sure if they can with this Rams team.
Ball at midfield, 1st down and 10. Dropping back is Stiltner, throws to the bottom of the screen. That's going to be incomplete. It was a low pass to the intended receiver, number 13, Luis Cedeno. He was unable to get his hands down in time to wrap it up and bring it back up to his chest. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the quarterback in Stiltner gets a call from his head coach and then relays a quick message to number 21, Jacob Thompson, who will be the receiver at the bottom of the screen. We'll see if the play here from Colby Stiltner will go to Thompson at the bottom. He's going to be in the gun, 2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. Running back to his right hip is number 6, Isaiah Bowles. Colby Stiltner in the shotgun, drops back. He's looking to the bottom, looking for Thompson on the deep post. That one is overthrown and intercepted. Mineral Ridge with another play going their way. That was picked off by number 3, Thomas Kanowski.
Huge job by Kanowski. He's been playing extremely well on defense for the Rams already this season. Man, is this defense on fire.
So I was right. We saw the quick message relayed from Stiltner to Thompson and wondered if the ball was going his way. He told him, run a deep post, but he overthrew the intended receiver.
He wasn't the only one thinking that. Obviously, a great coaching staff in the orange and black. Coach Hake knowing that was going to be called, obviously, needing to get a lot of yards. Who are you going to go to? It's obvious. So the Rams doing a great job. They also had 2 interceptions week 1. Now add another one to it.
Thomas Kanowski with the interception, and now the Rams will start with the ball on their own 12-yard line with just 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of call a laid-back running player, but no, they're going to drop back. Pass is going to be thrown. It's going to be caught by number 12, Owen Silak. Has some space across the 25, just wrapped up. He had green turf ahead of him, but a great open field tackle from behind by the Conneaut defender. That was number 34, Josh Sabo, who saved a touchdown.
Yeah, he just grabbed enough of the jersey. I thought he was gone.
That was a gain of 22 out to the 34. Now throw to the top of the screen for the Rams. That one's going to be caught and driven out of bounds just across the 40-yard line. I want to say that was Nick Anderson.
Yeah, that was, let me see, number 20, 21. Yeah, for the Rams. Number 21, Jacob Thompson, had a big hit on the sidelines. And just so you know, that is the third interception for one player this year. He had the two in game one.
Kanowski, how about it?
Yep.
Ball's on the 42-yard line. That was a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2 with 10 seconds on the second quarter clock, and we're going to have a whistle blown before the snap. We're going to have a timeout called. We just see a stoppage in play. So it was a penalty, 12 men in the formation for Mineral Ridge. So that's going to set them back. Actually, no, it was 12 men on the defense.
Or was that was a referee timeout? Okay.
That was a flag thrown, 12 men in the formation.
I thought you said timeout.
I thought it was a timeout. Ball on the own 47-yard line for Mineral Ridge. 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. Quarterback in the gun is Landon Bingham. He's going to drop back. He's going to unleash down the sideline. That one is a jump ball.
He almost caught it
at the 15-yard line.
He put it right in his hands. When he hit the ground, the ball popped out. Great job at putting the ball where he needed to, right above the defensive players. He had the ball in his hands. He just let it go when he hit the ground.
Caden Schaefer running to the far side of the field on a streak. That ball traveled over 40 yards in the air from Landon Bingham. That was a really pretty ball.
Yeah, he has really come a long way since last year. He got in the game a number of times, but where he lacked was precision on his pass.
Timeout called by Mineral Ridge with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That'll take us to a quick timeout. Rams on their own 47-yard line. Hail Mary incoming when we return here from EZ Whitaker Field.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple: honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Welcome back. 2 seconds remain in the second quarter here at EZ Whitaker Field. Mineral Ridge has the ball on their own 47-yard line. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch on the call. Rams up 31-6. Landon Bingham in the gun. It's going to be a double reverse pass. It's now in the hands of number 7 for the Rams, Ethan Deli. He's going to throw it, caught by Bingham, but he will be taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line of Conneaut. So a gain of 17, a little bit of trickery from Coach Hake.
Yep.
Just putting a little bit of stuff on the film for the future opponents, but that'll take us to halftime. 31 first-half points for Mineral Ridge as they storm to the locker room happy as could be.
Wow, yeah.
That'll take us to another break. When we come back, we'll have first-half stats and analysis here on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leon's Tri-Area Electric Co. Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has you covered. Day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. Tri-Area Electric, power you can count on.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homeforthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
Welcome back to Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium here on the campus of Mineral Ridge High School, where it has been all Rams through the first 24 minutes. A 31-6 lead for Mineral Ridge over the Conneaut Spartans. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch on the call here for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Matt, before we take a look at some of those scores that we saw in the opening half, just taking a look at it from the grand scheme of things, Mineral Ridge pretty much had what they wanted at will in the first half, scoring on all but one full possession, and then the last possession before halftime that took us into the break.
Yeah, as we go over this, you see the Conneaut Spartans band. Again, there will give you some sound in a little bit, but man, how impressed I am from last week's game to this week. Coach Hake and his staff completely getting this team ready. As you said, only one series not scoring. They are just on fire. The Spartans do not have any answer on defense for their offense. And then defensively, it looked like that the defense was going to be in for a long game after that one series that the Spartans scored on. But ever since then, they have been shutting this Spartans offense down.
Yeah, that one drive that Conneaut was able to score on, it was due in big part to their ability of their offensive line to create holes and put the Mineral Ridge defenders on their backs. Their running back, Isaiah Bowles, who's coming off a game last week against Independence where he ran for almost 160 yards. He was getting what he wanted at will, and we've seen a little bit of a spark from him. If he gets in that open field, he can really get to an extra gear. But Mineral Ridge, for the most part, besides that one drive, they have had defenders in the backfield getting hands on the body of Bowles to slow him down, and then it's all up to gang tackling from there. He has not done what he's wanted to, and especially what he had last week.
No, and you know what, again, you brought up the point. They're playing a Division IV team. So what a great showing for the Rams. You know, it's just their defense is just doing a great job of having a hat on a hat, guys in the right spots at the right time. They're reading plays beautifully. Their pursuit is extremely lightning fast, and just guys making plays all over the field. If they keep playing like this the rest of the game, the Spartans are looking for a long second half.
And a long bus ride home, over an hour-long trip from Conneaut down here to Mineral Ridge. It has been a picture-perfect night for football. Just about 70 degrees as we'll take a look at some of our scores from around the valley. The Dunlap and Son Plumbing scoreboard. Matt, what do you got?
We have Austintown Fitch up 14-0 over Erie at half. South Range 21, Barberton nothing in the second quarter. They should be close to the halftime. At halftime, the battle of the West Side, if you will. Boardman 14, Cheney 7. Well, I'm sorry, that was Fitch and Cheney. But Boardman and Cheney used to be a huge rivalry back in the day, something that's starting to come back. You have Camel Memorial and Champion at half tied 14. Canfield up 17-7 at half on Cardinal Mooney.
That was a big game coming into the night.
Yeah, so let's see here. Western Reserve losing to Columbiana in the halftime 14-7. Let's see, Crestview 27, United Local, nothing at half. East 14, Clairview 3 at half. Bridgeview 21, East Palestine 14, it says second quarter. Edison 20, Southern Local 0 at half, in the second. The Ursuline Farrell game was canceled. Poland 36, Field now 6 points. That is at halftime. Girard 21, Edgewood 0 in the second. Hickory and Conneaut PA 0-0. Lakeview at halftime 28, Jefferson 6. Strasbourg 28, Latonia 0 in the second. Waterloo and Lisbon, no score, no quarter either. LeBray 8, Lowellville nothing at halftime. Howland losing to Marlington at half 14-10. Warren Harding down to Maslin Perry at halftime 13-0. McDonald big over Grand Valley at half 42-7.
That McDonald team's looking
Yeah,
good.
they got a
this year
good
for
team
the first
this
few
year.
weeks.
It's going to be a huge game week 10 here. It's big to have them here. The last score we had was correct. Niles McKinley, halftime 13-0 over Ravenna. Salem 42, East Liverpool 7 at half. The Quakers up big on East Liverpool. Brookfield 14, Sharpsville 7 at half. Garfield 21, Springfield Local 7 at half. St. Clairsville 10, Beaver Local nothing. That was in the first. St. Joseph Central 19, Sebring 6 in the second. Hubbard 23, your alma mater. University Prep nothing.
I was waiting on that score
in the second.
I was being patient.
Pie Valley up 24-0 on Coach Hake's old team, Valley Christian, in the second quarter. Liberty 7, Warren JFK nothing at halftime. West Branch up 27-6 on Struthers at halftime. And the last score we have is Jackson Milton, the old coach of the Rams, Coach Shaner, 7, Wyndham nothing, and that was in the first, and that's the end of the scores we have right now.
So many storylines across the valley tonight. Cardinal Mooney Canfield meeting for the first time ever. I was really interested in the Liberty Warren JFK game because Coach Prologo now at Liberty facing off against his old team, Warren JFK, for the first time. Liberty is another team that looks pretty good this far.
They do, and I have weighed in on this many times. You have a coach that takes you to 2 state championships. You lose to one of the best programs in the state, and you run the guy out of there. The grass is not always greener on the other side.
It's not.
JFK has been struggling ever since Coach Prologo was gone.
And another team that might be going through some growing pains this year is that Struthers team. Of course, West Branch, it seems like year in, year out, they have one of the best offenses in the state, but Struthers losing Coach Begg last year, losing one of their best senior classes in program history, 2 years removed from a regional final appearance. Might be some growing pains for the Wildcats.
And his father was there as well. So, I'm good friends with
Speaking
that family.
Of JFK.
Yeah,
and Hubbard.
Yeah, I did a lot of JFK's games, called a couple of their state championships, 3 actually of their state championships. Coach Bayek is a good friend of mine. Do you know why Coach Bayek is gone from Struthers? Did you happen to hear?
I did not hear anything.
Okay.
But what a job that he did, especially with that program. Struthers is always a very good program, but to get them to a regional final appearance a few years ago in the fashion that they did, I mean, that team was really fun to watch around the area, and it'll be really interesting. It's still so early in the season.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like any teams around the valley are sticking out as possible state championship teams at this point like we usually see.
Right.
But there's a lot of football to be played, and you always know once the going gets tough and the weather gets cold, these teams around here are a lot more physical than a lot of other teams in the state.
Yeah, before we put the sound on here for the bands, I'm just going to say, man, it's been a while since Liberty was somebody to look out for. I'm telling you, look out for them now that Coach
Go all the way
Prologo's
back
there.
to Lynn Bowden and Fitzgerald Toussaint before him. Liberty's a team to be reckoned with again.
Yeah, Chet Allen was there, and they had some playoff teams too. He's the defensive coordinator now at Warren Harding. I'm sorry, not defensive coordinator. He's an assistant. He was the defensive coordinator here at Mineral Ridge for years with Coach Shaner. They left, new staff here. So Chet's doing a great job. He's happy over at Harding.
You know who else is doing a great job? The bands on the field. We just saw Conneaut's band, Mineral Ridge, about to make their way onto the field. Now's a great time for them to take it away.
All right, we'll give it to them. Let me turn their microphone on, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
our featured twirler. Here's Queen's Don't Stop Me Now.
Oh, yes, I am. Really? That's my girl. She is good, boy. I'm not just saying that. 3, sometimes 4 batons. She did 5 batons.
First step is spread it out throughout. You can call the boys call him Louis, so maybe you guys are Our final participants include a strong crowd in the audience tonight. We would love to see you dance, jive, and have the time of your life. To Abba's Dancing Queen.
more minute, Anthony.
I thought a big hand for yesterday as a team. Nice job they did. Good job.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to EZ Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium. The Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. We are just over 2 minutes away from the start of the third quarter of tonight's matchup between the Mineral Ridge Rams and the Conneaut Spartans. The first half was all Mineral Ridge, 31-6. The Rams lead as we are just about ready to kick off things here in our second half. Let's get a quick game recap. Take a look at how we got here. Mineral Ridge, their first drive, drove right down the field, capitalized on a 2-yard touchdown run by Preston Holbrook, plus a 2-point conversion to take an 8-0 lead. Conneaut answered right after that, a 2-yard touchdown run of their own, this one by Brady Vera. Their 2-point conversion was stuffed right at the goal line. That gave Mineral Ridge, or let them hold on to an 8-6 advantage. Then the Rams built on their lead ever since. A 4-yard touchdown run by Preston Holbrook, plus a 2-point conversion to make it 16-6. A 5-yard touchdown run, another one for the Rams, this one by Chandler Bussey to make it 24-6. And then another touchdown, this one a 7-yard diving touchdown reception for Caden Schaefer, plus the extra point. Gave the Rams a 31-6 lead, and that's where we currently stand. Conneaut will get the ball to start the second half, Matt, but they have a very steep hill to climb.
Yeah, they do. Definitely not what you want to go in at halftime, being down 31-6. But if they're going to make a difference in this game, they've got to get the ball to those big time players. They definitely have the ability to move the ball and score. But if this Rams defense plays like they were playing in the first half, it's going to be an uphill battle.
I mean, we're already almost in the territory of running clock if you're Mineral Ridge. So Conneaut will get the ball to start the second half as their receiving team is out on the field. So is Mineral Ridge's kickoff team. It's been a pretty easy night thus far for the Rams kicker, Steven Gutierrez. He came out for 2 extra point attempts in the first half. The holder got Conneaut to jump offside, so Mineral Ridge was able to get 2 more 2-point conversion attempts. And then he only had to kick that extra point. All he's been doing mostly is kickoffs here tonight. He will kick it off once our officials are done converging. As the halftime clock rolls down to 0, we'll get 12 minutes on the clock, and we will get things on our way. Both teams 1-1 on the season. Coming into tonight's contest, Mineral Ridge was coming off that tough 27-9 loss to United, while Conneaut, on the other end, was coming off a thrilling 16-13 victory over Independence, back up their way towards Cleveland last week. But it has been all Rams here tonight. Gutierrez puts both hands in the air, and he will drill it deep. A very good kick. This one's going to be fielded inside the 10-yard line for the Spartans. This one's going to be taken out by number 6, Isaiah Bowles, and he will be wrapped up. Stays on his feet, breaks a few tackles, actually still bustling his way past the 30, and he is taken down at the 34-yard line. So Bowles stretched that return out about an extra 10 to 15 yards after the first contact by Mineral Ridge, and Conneaut will start on their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, nice run. Looked like he was going to get brought down.
Actually, the 35.
Yeah, and Bradley Wallace, number 33, and a couple other Rams had to help each other to bring him down. What a nice run.
So Conneaut's offense comes back out onto the field. Their quarterback, Colby Stiltner, will be joined in the shotgun. Actually, he'll be in the pistol as his running back, Isaiah Bowles, will be behind him a little bit to the right. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. First play is going to be a quarterback keeper for Stiltner on the read option. Actually, it's going to be a pass play at the last second. Pass was too high for the intended receiver, Luis Cedeno. We're going to have a late flag from our official. I'm not sure if that's going to be an illegal man downfield.
I believe it was.
Stiltner took a very long time before he threw that ball, and it's just very tough on the lineman. You would know, Matt. It's hard. You're trying to make your way up the field to block, and you can't see behind your head if the quarterback still is about to throw the ball.
And, you know, one of them might have thought, oh, he's keeping it, so I'm just going to get down and start to make some blocks if I can.
And so that call with an illegal man downfield, how far can a lineman get down there before the flag is called, or can you not be ahead of the line of scrimmage?
You've got to stay right at where the line of scrimmage is. You cannot go past.
Gotcha. So it looks like, yep, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to push things back for Conneaut. Should put the ball on the 30-yard line. Our referee still has not placed the ball. Now he does. He's placing it down at the 35, so he's going to have to take that back. Now he's going to walk it back.
Definitely not how you want to open up this series. But big penalty. The Rams are happy to walk it.
Most definitely. This is like deja vu of our first half. We had 4 flags in the first 4 plays of our first quarter with Mineral Ridge getting the ball. And now Conneaut's first play of the second half will come back with a flag. First down and 15 on their own 30-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter with 11:43 on the clock. Conneaut's quarterback in Colby Stiltner will get the call from the sidelines. And now he'll make his way back out to the field. He'll be in the pistol, 2 receivers to the top, and that tall receiver at 6'2", Brady Vera to the bottom. Running back behind him is Bowles. It's going to be a play action. Stiltner rolls out to his right. Nice, pretty throw over to the right side. That one's going to be hauled in by Cedeno. That's going to be a catch of 10 yards out to the 40-yard line. Gain of 10, like I mentioned. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, like we were saying right before they kicked off, they definitely have the kind of players that can bring them up and move them down the field and make big plays and get some points. It just depends, because this Rams defense has been playing a bend but not break D, except for that one series.
And now you're really going to see it bend but don't break. If you're Mineral Ridge, the last thing you want is to give up a long touchdown that'll give Conneaut some momentum. So their defensive backs playing very well off the ball. In the pistol is Stiltner, play action, drops back, unloads deep down the field, looking for his receiver, and he hauls it in at the 20-yard line.
Oh, man.
And he will be wrestled down by 3 Mineral Ridge defenders.
Wow.
Pretty ball.
Perfectly placed, right just ahead of the receiver.
Devontae Harris.
Yeah, and the Rams just had to fight to get him down. Wow, not what they want to see.
So
if on cue of what we just were saying.
Literally. Very nice ball and a great catch by number 9, Devontae Harris. For the Spartans, they're down to the 14-yard line now. It'll be 1st down and 10, Conneaut. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. In the gun is the quarterback, Stiltner. Bowles is to his right hip. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Colby Stiltner. He breaks the first tackle inside the 10, taken down at the 7-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 and set up a 2nd down and 3 for Conneaut.
Oh, man. I think that was Derek Rakic that had the tackle there.
Gets a little bit harder to see those Rams numbers with the black jerseys once the sun sets here at EZ Whitaker Field. Beautiful night for football, though. Temperature just now dropping below 70 degrees. 10:19 remaining on the third quarter clock. 31-6 as Devontae Harris is going to be late checking out of the game. Now checking in will be number 21, Jacob Thompson. Don't know the reasoning for why Harris had to check out, but our officials made him do so. I don't know if it was blood on the uniform. In the pistol is Conneaut. 2nd down and 4 at the 8-yard line. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle to Bowles. He's going to get the 1st down and more inside, or actually taking down at the 5-yard line. So he's still going to be a yard short. Thought he had enough for the 1st down, but Mineral Ridge doing a good job stuffing him at the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Christian Dunlap getting in there from his linebacker position, doing a good job on that tackle.
I think you got to give the ball back to Bowles here. If you're Conneaut, don't mess around. Give the ball to your big running back standing at 5'11", 185 pounds. In the pistol is Stiltner. He's going to hand it off to Bowles right up the middle, lowers the shoulder, and he is taken down close to the goal line. He did not get in. Mineral Ridge stuffs him right at the goal line. And with this 25-point lead, you want to take as much time off the clock as you can if you're Mineral Ridge. So you're going to get at least 5 more seconds off the clock, 9:25, and the clock is rolling.
Not the bad thing for the defense, fresh set of downs right on the 1-yard line.
First down and goal. Conneaut's in the pistol. Stiltner with Bowles behind him. He's going to hand it off to Bowles. Gets away from the first tackler, and he's taken down close to the goal line, but he gets into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown. Another chance for Mineral Ridge to get a tackle for loss. They had a guy coming off the right edge, got his arm around the shoulder pad of Bowles, but could not wrap him up.
Yeah, I think that was Dunlap who put that hit on him, spun him around, but he had just got the ball over the line of scrimmage just enough to get those 2 arms up from the referee.
So the score now stands at 31-12 as Conneaut will send the kicker out for the extra point attempt. Kaya McBride will be the kicker, and the snap is over the head of the holder, and McBride's just going to throw it, and that'll be intercepted at the goal line, and you cannot advance the ball after that. Conneaut with a female kicker in Kaya McBride. Very cool to see her out on the football field. I don't think she expected to throw a pass tonight, but the snap went over the holder's head, and she just had to get rid of it.
It was a nice heads-up play, but just went to the wrong player. We have a final... Fitch 30, Erie, PA, nothing.
Final.
Yeah.
I do think that game may have started at 6 o'clock tonight, now that I remember
that's the message I just got.
So Fitch losing in week 1, now back-to-back wins for TJ Parker and bunch. The Falcons are starting to get some momentum this season.
Hubbard is up now 30-0. Who are they playing?
University School.
University School, 30-0.
So a good start for Brian Hoffman and the Eagles, looking to march towards 3-0. This is their home opener. They went to Brookfield in week 1, got the victory, went across the border over to Wilmington last week, a perennial power in Mercer County, got a late victory, a late goal line stand to get a victory over the Greyhounds, and then they are thumping University School here tonight.
And you have Niles now. The score is 13-7 in the third.
So another low-scoring game. Niles had a heartbreaking loss in week 1 to Howland on that Thursday night. A late safety snapped the one over the punter's head, gave Howland the go-ahead 2 points to win that ball game 10-8. They're looking for their first win of the season.
Over Ravenna.
Over Ravenna. Is that game at Bo Ryan?
It says Niles. It's first. I would assume that's at Ravenna.
Ravenna has that blue turf.
I'll find out for you real quick.
Speaking of Hubbard, they played a few regional final games on that.
I've called a number of playoff games there. I love that stadium.
Most definitely. Kickoff from the Rams is fielded, from the Spartans is fielded by Caden Schaefer inside his own 20. He'll take it out across the 30 before being taken down at the 32-yard line. Return of 17 yards from Caden Schaefer out to the 32, and that's where Mineral Ridge will begin things on their possession. Lead trimmed a little bit down to 31-12 here with 9 minutes remaining on the third quarter, brought to you by Dunlap and Son Plumbing.
That game is at Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles.
Which is another very good stadium. Don't get us wrong.
Definitely. They redid that field. The Faro Company redid that field. Looks beautiful.
One of the biggest stadiums capacity-wise in the Valley. So Mineral Ridge's offense back out onto the field. And they will look to pick up where they left off in that first half. In the gun is the quarterback. He will hand it off and moving the legs out just beyond the line of scrimmage. Believe that was Bussy on the carry.
Bussy, good to see him back in the game. He went out with an injury in the first half.
So that was a gain of 2. Second down and 8 for Mineral Ridge at their own 33-yard line. Dropping back is Bingham. He'll throw it to the bottom of the screen. Caught by Schaefer. He'll make a man miss before being taken down at the 34-yard line. So another gain of 1. Little by little, Mineral Ridge getting 1 yard at a time, but it's now 3rd down and 8. And all of a sudden, if Conneaut can get a stop here, you're probably going to force Mineral Ridge to punt. You can get the ball back right after your score.
Yeah, he did a good job of throwing a move and avoiding number 21, Jacob Thompson. But I believe it was Alistair Castellano, number 23, that came in and finished that up.
So Preston Holbrook checks out. Chandler Bussey checks back in. He will be the running back to the left hip of the quarterback and Landon Bingham. 2 receivers at the top, and it's going to be a swing route caught by Bussey in the open field, gets across the 35, out to the 40 before being taken out of bounds actually at the 39. So it's going to be a gain of 5 and set up 4th down and 3. So 4th down and short for Andy Hake's bunch. We'll see what the decision is here from Coach Hake. He's going to keep that offense out on the field.
And I have a correction. It was actually number 29, James Fadley, who had that tackle last play.
7 minutes, 40 seconds remain on the 3rd quarter clock. Mineral Ridge leads Conneaut 31-12 here in week 3 of the high school football season. 4th and 4 is the call, 38-yard line for Mineral Ridge. They're in the gun, and it looks like Conneaut jumped off sides.
Fresh set of downs.
It's going to be a neutral zone infraction.
One of the things, Anthony, that Mineral Ridge has been phenomenal at is getting teams to jump. Their quarterback for last year and the year before was absolutely phenomenal at it. Owen Shingledecker, he was a pro. He got teams every time to jump.
And a nice job there by Landon Bingham. So fresh set of downs now on the 43-yard line for Mineral Ridge. Receiver coming in motion from the slot. That's Caden Schaefer. He'll get it on the jet sweep, and he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage by a plethora of Conneaut defenders. 3 of their defensive linemen in on the tackle, including number 58 for the Spartans, Wyatt Distel.
Yeah, number 58 got there first. He had the majority of that tackle. Wyatt Distel is a junior, 5'8", 185 offensive and defensive lineman. Good speed, came off the ball fast.
That's a loss of 6.
Yeah, definitely not what they wanted.
2nd and 16 from the 37-yard line for the Rams. So you get that neutral zone infraction to get the free 1st down, and then you're pushed all the way back. It's going to be a toss play. That's Holbrook back in the game. He'll get it from the left side, and he'll break 2 tackles before being taken down just shy of the 40-yard line at the 39. That's going to be a gain of 2. But now 3rd down and 14 for Mineral Ridge.
They've done obviously their homework and made some adjustments. They're definitely crowding the line. They're sending a lot of players. They're pinning their ears back. You got to hit them with a pass.
Most definitely. 3rd down and 14 at the 38-yard line for Mineral Ridge. As we are at 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Rams are going to have to hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage. There's just 8 seconds on the play clock. Bingham breaks the huddle. The receivers will go down 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. 2
Coach
seconds on the play clock.
Timeout here.
Bingham in the gun, and a timeout will be called by Coach Hake just before the snap, and he rips off that headset. Not very happy. That'll take us to a quick break. 31-12 Rams, 6 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Planet 412 is your channel through the veil, where cryptids walk, UFOs soar, and the paranormal whispers in the dark. From chilling storytelling, eerie narrations, and on-location investigations, to live streams, exclusive interviews, and shocking reviews of the bizarre, Planet 412 is your front row seat to the supernatural. Subscribe now, Planet 412 on YouTube. Do you believe? Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakich. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Welcome back. 3rd down and 14 for Mineral Ridge on their own 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. We have an empty set Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. Landon Bingham all alone in the gun. He will drop back. It's going to be a pass to the top of the screen. That's going to be Kappa taken down quickly towards the line of scrimmage for Mineral Ridge. Looks like that was number 15, Nick Anderson.
Great job on the adjustments made by the Spartans. The offense definitely going to start having to put the ball up in the air more because they shut that running game down this series.
He got up to the 43-yard line, so back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 10, and the Rams punt team is out. Deep to return is Brady Vera. That one is booted deep. Vera will catch it and fall to the ground at the 28-yard line. We have a Ram down behind the play. And that'll take us to a quick timeout. Mineral Ridge on top, 31-12. We'll be right back here from Easy Whitaker Field.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leone's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976.
In today's world, video isn't optional, it's essential. At Full Res Films, we bring your story to life with cinematic quality and creative vision. From corporate videos that inspire, to powerful testimonials that build trust, to breathtaking drone footage that elevates your brand. Whether it's live events, training videos, music videos, or documentaries, our team captures every moment. Don't settle for ordinary, choose Full Res Films, and let's create something amazing together. FullResFilms.com, 216-201-9649.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
Welcome back to Mineral Ridge High School. Number 11, Christian Dunlap, the injured Ram, walking off the field under his own power. Looks like it might have been a cramp, luckily for the Rams, nothing serious for Dunlap, as it'll be 1st down and 10 for Conneaut on their own 28-yard line. We're going to have an empty set. Trips to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top for their quarterback in Colby Stiltner. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call from Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium, home of the Mineral Ridge Rams, as they're up 31-12. Stiltner drops back. He's going to throw to the top, and it's going to be caught close to the 1st down yardage for Devontae Harris. We saw Harris have a very long catch earlier in the 3rd quarter. He has another one there. He's going to get out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
They're giving him way too much of a cushion. They got to get on him a little more.
Mineral Ridge up by 19 points, but we've seen how quickly that this Conneaut team can strike. 5 minutes, 17 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 2. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, Isaiah Bowles. Trucks over his own man, breaks another tackle across the 45, pushed out of bounds towards midfield. And that's where he did get gain of 13 yards for Isaiah Bowles on the run to the right side. It's going to be 1st down and 10, Conneaut, right at midfield. Actually, ball's going to be placed on their own 49-yard line, but regardless, now 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and the Spartans offense is pushing down the field again quickly.
They are. A nice hit by Owen Silek, who's having a big night, but they're letting this Spartans team get back in the game, and they're driving, man. I'm getting a little nervous for the Rams.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 man to the top. In the pistol is Colby Stiltner. Behind him is his running back, Isaiah Bowles. Stiltner's going to drop back, look to the top once again. He has his receiver for the 2nd time this possession. Number 9, Devontae Harris, and that's more than enough for the 1st down yardage. He's out to the 40, It's going to be a gain of 11 and another first down.
You had Jesse Rossi and Derek Rakic on the tackle. But like I said before, they are letting them have too much of a cushion. They got to get closer to the line of scrimmage, start, give him a shiver before he comes off. They're coming off clean.
Very. So another new set of downs for Conneaut on the Mineral Ridge 40-yard line. 4 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the third quarter. They trail 31-12, but have already scored a touchdown here in the third quarter. 3 receivers at the bottom, Harris all alone to the top. Stiltner drops back. It's going to be a swing pass to his running back, Isaiah Bowles. He has it across the 40-yard line, and he is wrapped up and taken down at the 39. Nice open field tackle by Tanner Sharp of the Rams.
Yeah, Tanner had a nice open field tackle. Those are not the easiest ones to make. He had great pursuit and came right up on the ball. Somebody's got to make a big play again, punch that ball out of there, strip it, get another interception, because this offense is starting to get into their own.
These are 2 teams, Mineral Ridge and Conneaut. Both went under 500 a year ago. A win tonight would put either of these teams over 500 early in the year, as they're both currently 1-1 overall. It's going to be quarterback keeper first. Stiltner gets across the 35, and he will slide down at the 32-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 and set up 3rd down and 2. That's a perfect read option by Colby Stiltner. Saw all the Rams defenders go to the running back Bowles, and he kept it himself.
They had 3 Rams right on him. Do you see what I mean? They're breaking down. They're ready to make a hit, but they just stood there and looked at him.
They did.
I don't know what's going on.
As Conneaut continues to push, 3 minutes, 34 seconds on the third quarter clock, 3rd down and 2. In the pistol, handoff to Bowles. He's wrapped up quickly. All he needed was 2 yards. It looks like he might be a yard short of that first down.
Chase Moore getting in there, getting great penetration and stopping him.
Bowles went right up the gut, but he only got a yard.
Yeah,
it's going to be 4th and 1.
Chase, he wraps you up, man. You're not getting far. 6'4", 285-pound senior.
1 receiver all alone to the bottom. That's Vera. 2 receivers to the top. In the pistol is Stiltner. Running back Bowles behind him. He's going to drop back and pass it, and it's going to be caught at the 25-yard line. Enough for the first down, and Conneaut will move the sticks. Nice job by Stiltner seeing the Rams playing off coverage defensively, and that was caught by number 13, Luis Cedeno.
Yeah, I mean, all they needed to do was just get a few yards, get that fresh set of downs. Like I said, they are giving them way too much cushion. If he was on him closer, he might have knocked that ball out.
And that was a smart play by Cedeno, feeling out the zone defense for Mineral Ridge, finding an open pocket, stopping, and his quarterback found him for the first down. Ball on the 25-yard line of the Rams. In the pistol once again, Stiltner's going to run the read option. Keepy's going to throw it out to the near side, and that one is incomplete, bobbled by number 13, Cedeno once again. He had a chance to haul it in, but he was drilled in the open field by the Rams defensively.
Good job by Tanner Sharp. If they had another Ram a little bit closer, they might have even grabbed that ball because it sat in the air for a second.
We have another Ram down on the far side of the field here with 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a break. 31-12 Conneaut. We'll be right back on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive. Their mission is simple. Honest, reliable, and reputable service in a family-oriented environment where you'll always feel informed and confident about your repair and maintenance needs. From new tires and oil changes to batteries, fluid pumps, and more, they value long-lasting relationships with their customers, community, and suppliers. Call 330-349-0111 or stop in today. Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive, keeping you and your family on the road.
Dunlap & Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap & Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap & Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Welcome back to Easy Whitaker Field. Preston Holbrook, the injured Ram, walking off the field under his own power, just a cramp. Calm down, Ridge fans. So Holbrook, that's a guy that Mineral Ridge is going to need back on the field, especially when they're on offense. Anthony Romo and Matt Emch back on the call. 2nd down and 10, Conneaut. from the Mineral Ridge 25-yard line. The Spartans have been driving here in the third quarter. Stiltner play action, drops back to pass, looks across the middle, over the head of the intended receiver, Devontae Harris. Had him on a post route just over his head, though. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and he was right where he wanted him to be, in front of the defender. If he could have got the ball there, that could have been 6.
Most definitely. But instead, it's 3rd down and 10 from the Mineral Ridge 25-yard line. Conneaut trailing 31-12 here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining on the third quarter clock. Mineral Ridge led 31-6 at the break. Conneaut scored 1 touchdown already this quarter. That was earlier on a 1-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Bowles. And now they're driving once again. This obviously is going to be 4-down territory, so we'll see if they try to get all 10 right here. And we're going to have a whistle blown and a flag. It's going to be a delay of game. The quarterback, Colby Stiltner, did not get the ball off in time.
That's huge. Huge. And all they're going to – what I like, though, about the Spartans coaching staff is they're not worried about making the home run, throwing the ball to end zone. I am always about just get the fresh set of downs, get those fresh sets of downs. That's what he's focusing on, and they need to watch these receivers because they're going to stop at least one of them near those sticks.
Yep. 3rd down and 15 now at the Mineral Ridge 30-yard line. 2:19 on the third quarter clock. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Stiltner's going to be in the shotgun. His running back, Isaiah Bowles, to his right hip. A lot of cushion being shown once again by the Mineral Ridge defensive backs. Stiltner's going to have to roll out to his right, throws back across the middle, and it's caught by Harris at the 20-yard line before he's picked up and thrown down. That's going to be a gain of 10 and set up 4th down and 5. But how big was that delay of game? Because if they didn't get that, they're right where they need to be for a 1st down.
Yeah, Christian Dunlap did a good job getting the tackle, but, man, they got a lot of those yards back. Going to come down to this play.
4th and 5, 1 minute, 49 seconds on a rolling third quarter clock. Conneaut trailing by 19 points. You'd love to pretty much need a score on every single possession that they have for the rest of the game to try to get back into it.
They got to cheat up on those receivers.
And we see the cornerback on the top of the screen getting very close, pressing up on Devontae Harris. Stiltner drops back. It's going to be an out route to Harris, and he cannot haul it in.
Good job by the defense.
Would have had it at the 12-yard line, but the throw was just out of reach from Stiltner. And a long drive from Conneaut ends with no points, a win for the Mineral Ridge defense.
Huge play, bend but not break. That's what you got to hang your hat on. Even if a team can move on you, you don't let them get in the end zone. That's a win.
This is my first time here, Matt. Something that's catching my attention has been the drones flying over the field.
Oh, yeah. They make great use of the drones, so that when you go over the films, man, you're getting a great look at all over the field, all the different players. That's how you do it these days.
It's got to be a fun job to man the
I agree.
Over top of the play.
You better do it good, though.
That is true. 1st down and 10 now for Mineral Ridge on their own 20-yard line. 1 minute, 26 seconds remain on the third quarter clock. A chance for the Rams to extend this lead. The running back in Delhi will keep it himself and roll out to his left. He gets across the 25-yard line before being taken down at the 27. That's going to be a gain of 7 and set up 2nd down and 3.
And if you remember the last series the Rams had the ball, they did not give him the ball. He was not running it. Now they give it back. You got to keep him on the field.
Not only are you keeping him on the field, but you're keeping Conneaut's defense on their toes.
Yep.
You have that dual threat from quarterback number 7, Ethan Delhi Jr., standing at 5'11". Running back to the right is Holbrook. He's back out on the field after that cramp earlier on. He's going to take the handoff, and he will be stuffed by a few Conneaut defenders. In on that tackle was Josh Saba. We've said his name a lot defensively tonight. Down at the 30-yard line, that's going to be a gain of 2. It's going to set up 3rd.
He got
Actually, enough for the 1st down.
Wow, see, that's what you do usually. Usually 9 out of 10 times short yardage. Holbrook will get it for you. It was close, though.
So it must have been a gain of 7 to get out to the 30. Or excuse me, a gain of 3 to get out to the 30. It was 2nd down and 3. 2 receivers at the bottom, Holbrook to the right of the quarterback. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Delhi. He doesn't have too much space. He's going to be thrown down right past the 30-yard line.
Great job by number 52, Noah Sigley. Defensive lineman ran him down. Great lateral movement, then turned, started the sprint, caught him.
That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. 19-point lead for the Rams. They're up 31-12 with the ball. We'll have the final 12 minutes from Easy Whitaker Field when we return on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Dunlap & Son Plumbing is a local business that repairs water and drain lines, and they are also state certified to install backflow devices. If you need installation for faucets, toilets, and water heaters, Dunlap & Son Plumbing are the ones to call. They are fully bonded and insured, offer a full 24-hour emergency service, and able to give you free estimates for all your plumbing needs. Call Dunlap & Son Plumbing at 330-718-8650 or 330-406-8820.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. 31-12, Mineral Ridge on top of Conneaut. As we take another look at our Dunlap & Son Plumbing scoreboard, Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call from Easy Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium. First quarter tonight that Mineral Ridge was scoreless. Conneaut outscored them 6-0 in that third quarter. But when you're up by 25 heading into the quarter, the head coach, Andy Hake, will not be too mad about that.
Right.
At this point in the game, you just want to take as much time off the clock as you can.
Yeah.
Second down and 9 for the Rams on their own 31.
The name of the game is milk the clock.
9 yards to go for another new set of downs. It's going to be a late handoff and a lot of space across midfield, taken down at the Conneaut 41-yard line.
Holy cow, was that Owen Silak?
It looks like it might have been Silak on that handoff.
He hit
and
that
it was.
hole like a rocket. Holy cow, was he fast. That is a brand new link in this offense. You know, Coach talked about it in week one, the beauty of his running back position. He has like 6 different guys he can put in there.
So the field has been shifted now in Conneaut territory. First down and 10 Rams on the Spartans' 41-yard line.
Wow, I can't believe how fast he was.
That was incredible for Silak. One receiver to the bottom, one to the top. Holbrook in the gun with the quarterback Deli. It's a quarterback keeper. He gets across the 40, across the 35 before he's chipped down at the 33-yard line. Luckily, Deli's able to get up. It was one of those weird looks from up here in the booth when you see a defender go low for the tackle.
It makes you nervous. Man, what a different, wrinkle for this offense, if you will, when he's in there.
Most definitely. He has that speed. We were talking about the speed of Silak. Let's talk about the speed of Ethan Deli.
Yeah, he is really a dangerous guy.
He's only a junior.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody you don't want to see get the ball.
Clock under 11 minutes at 10:48 and running. Second down and 2 for the Rams at the 33-yard line of Conneaut. First down and more for Holbrook. He's across the 25, taken down at the 22. That's a gain of 11. First down and 10, Mineral Ridge upcoming.
And, this is the part of the game I love. You get in the latter part, the offensive line, who has been doing well, they start to pin their ears back. They're having fun. They're beating guys up. The running game, which has been very difficult to stop, is really starting to lay into that defense, and the defense starts to get tired, hands on the hips.
And we have a timeout called by Conneaut head coach Rocco Dobrin. We'll take one of our own. 10 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Welcome back here to Easy Whitaker Field. 10 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 31-12, Mineral Ridge on top. First down and 10 on the Conneaut 22-yard line. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call for the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. Brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Well, you look back to last week's 27-9 loss against United for Mineral Ridge. 27 carries for 30 yards. It has been quite the opposite here tonight.
Yeah, a different team showed up, and they are playing very well. They put some more points on the board because, you know, this offense is dangerous for the Spartans. That will definitely put them back in a very, very comfortable position.
Both teams back out onto the field after the Conneaut timeout called by head coach Rocco Dobrik. Man in motion for the Rams will shift in front of the quarterback. It's going to be a handoff to Preston Holbrook. He will get a few yards, taken down at what appears to be the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 2, setting up 2nd down and 8.
So you call the YSU baseball team plays.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Are you doing anything else?
So currently, I'm calling. This is my 4th year of calling Youngstown State volleyball on ESPN Plus.
Okay.
Do sideline reporting for Youngstown State home football games on 570 WKBN. So they play at home tomorrow against Robert Morris, and then it'll be my 4th year of women's basketball and 6th year of softball on ESPN Plus.
Beautiful. And your name's Tony Romo.
Yeah, it's always a nice added edge to it, as Deli's going to go to the end zone, and he got it for the touchdown.
Wow.
Second receiving touchdown of the night for Caden Schaefer, and the Rams lead will extend.
He knew he was going to have that the whole way. You saw it. These Rams teams the last 3 years have had lights out receivers with deadly speed and great hands. And man, is he showing his wares tonight.
20-yard touchdown reception for Caden Schaefer, as we mentioned, his 2nd of the evening. It is now 37-12 Rams with the extra point pending from Steven Gutierrez.
Quick update, Niles up 21-14 over Ravenna.
Very good game at Bo Ryan Stadium. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and the kick is no good from Gutierrez.
But the good news is they had two two-point conversions they made, so that keeps it, yeah.
That keeps it at a 25-point lead, so still a 4-possession contest. We'll take a break. Kickoff pending from Gutierrez when we return. 9:49 remaining in the 4th quarter.
Jesse's Dairy Cove is a hometown favorite, located at 3743 State Route 46, across from the gazebo in Mineral Ridge. Enjoy all of your favorite ice cream. We have over 32 hard scoop and over 40 soft serve favorites. We also have a large food menu, including homemade chili sauce, sloppy joes, pulled pork, fresh cut french fries, and mac and cheese. This fall, we'll start our homemade cookie and party trays. Visit our website at jessesdairycove.com to see our menu. At Jesse's Dairy Cove, we appreciate your business and wish good luck to the Rams.
Welcome back to E.Z. Whitaker Field at Joe Lane Stadium. A beautiful night for football here in the Mahoning Valley, and a beautiful night for Mineral Ridge fans to watch their team have a very good performance against the Conneaut Spartans. 37-12, the Rams lead with 9 minutes, 49 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. Matt, this is the 3rd time this season you've seen the Rams. My first, but a very, very impressive performance from Coach Andy Hake's bunch.
Yeah, it is the way that you respond after a disappointing loss, and man, they look great right now.
Most definitely. Kickoff pending for the Rams by Steven Gutierrez after he missed the extra point. 37-12 our score, 9:49 remaining in the 4th quarter. Gutierrez kicks it deep. This one will be fielded by Cedeno at his own 10-yard line. He gets out across the 20, takes it to the left side, across the 25, taken down by a few Rams tacklers at the 29-yard line. So a gain of 19 will set up Conneaut on their own 29-yard line with 9:43 remaining.
Oh, man, that cover team was flying. One player absolutely just tattooed another one and then opened up that gap in a beautiful tackle. I missed the player that had it, but man, they are here to play right now.
Most definitely. We've seen 2 very long possessions from Conneaut here in the second half. One ended in a touchdown. Their last one, they drove almost the length of the field, but they were stopped short on 4th down. 4th and 1, they decided to pass it.
Yeah, 2 timeouts left for the Spartans.
Quarterback is in the pistol. That's Colby Stiltner. He will hand it off to his running back. That is number 10, DeAndre Weatherspoon, and he's drilled out of bounds at the 36-yard line, gain of 6, second down and 4.
Holbrook came flying in and just missed that tackle by like a foot. I thought he was going to have a great blow-up tackle in the backfield.
Mineral Ridge on almost every run tonight, it seems, for Conneaut has had a body in the backfield.
Yeah.
They just haven't always been able to wrap that running back up.
I'll tell you what I've been really confused about. There's been 3 different times Rams players were there for the tackle, broke down, and just stood there and stared at the ball carrier. I don't know what's going on, but they'll take it in films tomorrow, trust me.
Definitely. Second down and 2, actually. It was a gain of 8, ball at the 38-yard line of Conneaut. Dropping back is Stiltner, unloading, looking for his receiver on the other side of the field, and it is hauled in. A great catch by number 43 for Conneaut, Aldrin Gouge. And the ball is now on the Mineral Ridge 29-yard line.
They're dangerous.
That is a gain of 33.
Yeah, they definitely have great game changer speed on their receivers. Kanowski had a rare break in his coverage. But, man, look how quick they get downfield.
Most definitely. Ball on the Mineral Ridge 29-yard line. 2 receivers at the top, 2 to the bottom. Stiltner will hand it off to Weatherspoon. He gets across the 30, taken down at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 2. Second down and 8 as that clock continues to run, as we are now under 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Good job by Holbrook, who flew in there, and Derek Rakic on the tackle as well.
Stiltner alerting his teammates of what is about to come. His running back, Weatherspoon, is to his left. Spread look in the gun, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom receiver-wise. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Colby Stiltner. He gets across the 20-yard line, and he's taken down at the 20. Gain of 6. Going to set up third down and 2 for Conneaut.
You know, they're running a counter tray to the left, but they're running a fake with, what's his name? I'm sorry, Carrick Dobran, and then the quarterback, every time he's kept it, he's got big yards. So they're confused by that play.
Conneaut, another drive deep in Mineral Ridge territory at the 20. They're now in the red zone. It's going to be a handoff to number 10, Weatherspoon. He gets across for the first down, taken down at the 16-yard line, gain of 4 when they needed 2. That's going to be a fresh set of downs with 7:56 on the fourth quarter clock.
Is that the first time we've seen him at running back tonight?
Second time.
Second time.
He had some carries earlier on in the first half. We only said DeAndre Weatherspoon's name very briefly, though.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him in, but Isaiah Bowles now putting the helmet back on. He's checking in for Weatherspoon. The lead back for Conneaut's now back in the game.
Right. You know, I had said Carrick Dobran. I meant Isaiah Bowles. 5 and 6 look a lot alike.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 receiver to the top, and Devontae Harris. It's going to be a handoff to Bowles right up the middle. He breaks 1 tackle, gets to the outside, 10, 5, pushed out of bounds right before the goal line. It's going to be a gain of 14 down to the Mineral Ridge 3-yard line. Another first down for Conneaut. And, a comeback in this game is very short percentage-wise, but getting out of bounds stops the clock, 7:31 to go.
I've seen crazier things happen in the 21 years I've been doing this stuff, but he is a very dangerous player. But you can pick, right now, 4 different players who can just change this in one play this game.
Most definitely. First down and goal at the 4 for Conneaut. Back into the pistol they go. Stiltner will hand it off to his running back, Bowles. He goes up the middle, breaks 2 tackles, and is tackled into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown run. Isaiah Bowles back in the end zone for the first time tonight, but coming off a game against Independence last week where he had 160 yards on the ground. He's very back. He's very happy to reach pay dirt.
Yeah, that's a big, big series for the Spartans. They definitely needed this. I mean, it doesn't look like, you would hope for the Rams that they wouldn't give up this lead. But, I mean, he can, as fast as they did this, Tony, I mean, they're definitely dangerous and maybe be able to be getting
Most
back
definitely.
in this game.
It all comes down to their defense stopping the Mineral Ridge rushing attack. Dropping back on the 2-point conversion is Stiltner throwing to the wide side, and that is incomplete.
That's big.
So the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. The lead will remain at 19. 37-18 is our score. Mineral Ridge leads with just over 7 minutes remaining in the contest at 7:26. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week. brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Shining Stars Dance and Baton in Niles, Ohio is home to state, regional, national, and international world champions. They offer a wide variety of classes for ages 2.5 and up for boys and girls. Celebrating over 31 years in business, the excellent staff of instructors will help take your baton twirling skills to the next level. Shining Stars would like to wish all the cheerleaders, dance line, band, feature twirler Amira, and players a successful season. Go Rams!
Rams feature twirler Amira, you're literally on fire and we love it. Go show them how it's done. This one's for Derek Rakic. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Welcome back to EZ Whitaker Field here at Joe Lane Stadium on the campus of Mineral Ridge High School. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. A 4-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Bowles has brought Conneaut a little bit closer. They trail 37-18 with 7 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Now I'd imagine we'll see the Spartans go for an onside kick here to try to get the ball back, and Mineral Ridge will be ready for it. Brady Vera with the onside kick, and that one is right at the Mineral Ridge up man, and he will fall down at the 47-yard line. That's where the Rams will take over.
Yeah, that was a huge play. That was number 1, Caden Schaefer, Mighty Mouse. He is a great player. And again, I want to say that's not an insult. That's a compliment. He is just a monster. And I have been nothing but just impressed with him since game 1.
We've seen 2 touchdown receptions for Schaefer tonight, a 7-yard touchdown reception back in the second quarter and a 20-yard touchdown reception here in the fourth. He has been a big part of why Mineral Ridge has put up 37 points on the scoreboard tonight. 7:25 remaining in the fourth quarter as the Rams offense comes back out onto the field. Landon Bingham and company will look to extend this lead just a little bit more and give themselves some added cushion here in the fourth quarter.
At the very least, take some minutes off the clock.
Most definitely. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 to the top. Rams on their own 47. Handoff to Preston Holbrook, and he's going nowhere. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage, but he can't get any further. It's going to be 2nd down and 10, but before this next play is called, we will be under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was Noah Sigley, the senior, number 52, 6'1", 190 pounds, doing a great job, read the play beautifully, got in the gap very fast. Good job.
37 points tonight for the Rams, the most they've scored since October 4th of last season against Camel, a 40-8 victory over the Red Devils. 6:44 on the fourth quarter clock, 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. And we're going to have a whistle blown and a timeout called before the snap by Bingham. That'll take us to another break. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Mineral Ridge on top, 37-18 here on the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
Do you crave mysteries? Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Then summon your courage and plunge into the deep, dark abyss of what lurks beneath. A YouTube channel that dives into the unexplained, the supernatural, eyewitness reports, and more. The real question is, can you handle the truth? Simply search What Lurks Beneath on YouTube, if you think you're brave enough.
Welcome back here to EZ Whitaker Field inside Joe Lane Stadium. Mineral Ridge looking to get to their 2nd win of the season. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. Matt, big game next week against Jackson Milton, a team that is cruising to a victory here tonight in week 3. That's going to be another great game here on the Rams home field next week.
Well, more than that, you have Brian Shaner, who was the head coach here at Niles many years, is no longer the coach. You're going to have a big, big rivalry there.
Should be a fun one next week, but still 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining here in tonight's contest. Mineral Ridge on top, 37-18 over Conneaut. Ball on their own 48-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Rolling out to his right is Landon Bingham.
He's
going to be pushed out of bounds at midfield. That's going to be a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 7, and like you said, the clock will stop.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Shaner is yelling at him right now. What are you doing? do not go out of bounds. Drop if you don't want to get hit. You know what I mean?
6 minutes, 33 seconds on the clock, but it has stopped. Third down and long for the Rams, and another chance for.
I want to because I talked about Coach Shaner. I said Coach Shaner. I meant Andy Haig. I apologize though.
Third down and 8 at midfield. Actually, no, the ball's going to be on their own 49-yard line still for Mineral Ridge. Bingham's going to hand it off to Preston Holbrook. He has some space.
Nice.
Gets across the 45 of Conneaut. Just enough for the first down. And that is a backbreaker for the Spartans defensively. Needed 8, got 11. And he stayed down in bounds, so the clock will continue to roll.
Yeah, they just stopped the clock till they set the chains, but it's going to keep moving. And wow, that's the danger of these guys in the backfield. Preston Holbrook, just a beast. He gets a little hole and he's gone.
3 receivers will line up to the bottom, 1 up to the top, and Mineral Ridge will be in the shotgun. Landon Bingham with a running back to his left. That's Preston Holbrook. Holbrook's going to block. Bingham's going to pass. He's going to find Silak on the near side. He gets across the 40, and he is wrapped down across the 35, down at what appears to be the 33-yard line. 32. So it's going to be a gain of 8 and set up 2nd down and 2 for the Rams.
You had Austin Dutton pull him down. It looked like he was going to bring him right down, but Silak has done a great job. He got a few more yards out of it. His speed is just really dangerous.
Tell you what, I'm a little bit jealous that I'm just the guest play-by-play man tonight. You, Matt Lipsack, get to watch a really exciting team week in and week out here for Mineral Ridge.
Well, you're going to do another game, correct?
Later on in the season against Western Reserve.
Big game.
5 minutes, 22 seconds on the fourth quarter clock. Quarterback keeper for Bingham on 2nd down and 2, and he bulldozes his way. Needed 2 yards, got 7, down to the Conneaut 25-yard line. That'll be a new set of downs as the clock is now at 5 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
And again, that right side of that offensive line has been the one tonight. It's doing great on both sides, but the right has been very, very dangerous to that defensive line of the Spartans. Landon did a great job getting that first down, but he started bending over, almost expecting a tackle way before he got to where he needed to be. Keep it up, man. Start running hard. Don't worry about getting hit.
So Conneaut's defense looking for any stop here. Spread look in the shotgun for Mineral Ridge. Bingham will have it. And we're going to have a whistle blown and a timeout called by Conneaut head coach Rocco Dobrin.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to say, I've been wondering when he was going to take one because that clock's sure, bleeding away.
And we'll take a timeout of our own. Mineral Ridge, 1st down and 10 on the Conneaut 24-yard line with 4:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back very shortly here from EZ Whitaker Field.
Home for the Fallen is a local nonprofit dedicated to supporting our at-risk veteran community. We provide job training, emergency assistance, and the tools veterans need to get back on their feet. You can make a difference by joining us at our yearly golf outing. Every swing helps raise money to fund job training, certifications, and vital support for deserving veterans right here at home. Register today at homefirthefallen.com or call 740-391-1959. Together, let's stand up for those who stood up for us.
Welcome back to EZ Whitaker Field inside Joe Lane Stadium here at Mineral Ridge High School. The Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. Rams offense back out onto the field. 1st down and 10 from the Conneaut 24-yard line with 44 seconds remaining in the game.
4:44.
4:44. 4 minutes, 44 seconds.
Oh!
We got a flag thrown. Bingham, wide open receiver in the end zone. He overthrew him.
Oh, he was wide open. Oh, man. And that was one of the issues last year when Landon went get in, his precision. It looks like he has improved, but my God, he was all by himself.
It was the defensive lapse for Conneaut. They catch a break trailing 37-18. And also, the clock stops for Mineral Ridge. Coach Hake, he still wants to have the foot on the gas here.
Hey, I mean, why stop at the moment? This team is very dangerous.
Spread look, 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Holbrook joins Bingham in the gun. He's going to take the handoff, and he'll be taken down past the 20-yard line, down at the 16.
You had a nice hit by number 29 for the Spartans. That is James Fadley. It was more just he wrapped and brought his legs down. Preston fell forward, obviously.
That was not Holbrook on the carry. That was number 22, Blake Basista.
Okay.
And he remains in the game. It's going to be quarterback keeper for Bingham. On 3rd and 3 at the 17, he gets just enough for the first down across the 15 down to the 14. So now a new set of downs, 1st down and 10 at the Conneaut 14-yard line.
And I apologize, Mom and Dad. That again was number 22, Blake Basista, the senior running back, linebacker, 5'10", 195. He hit that hole beautifully. And again, what Coach Hake said week 1, I have 6 or 7 guys that I can put in there at running back that I know will get the job done, and he's shown it.
And having that depth is so big as the season progresses and players naturally start to wear down.
Huge.
Preston Holbrook back in the game in the shotgun to the right of Bingham. He's going to drop back, does Bingham, roll out to his left, flag thrown down. It's going to be caught at the 14-yard line by number 10, Austin Ohl.
Tackles, half a tackle to each. Number 9, Devontae Harris, and again, number 29, James Fadley.
So a flag was thrown down on the far side of the field. Flag's going to be called on Mineral Ridge, so they're going to be going backwards 5 yards on the hold. 1st down and 15 now.
But the big thing is 1st down.
Most definitely. 1st and 15 at the 18-yard line. So, yeah, at the end of the day, that helps out Mineral Ridge because they get an extra down with the clock.
Right.
A little bit extra time off the clock.
And just as you saw last time, they were just taking their time after they snapped the ball.
3 minutes now on the 4th quarter clock. The running back in the backfield with Bingham is now number 1, Caden Schaefer. Bingham's going to drop back. He's going to look across the middle, just over and behind his intended receiver on the play. That would have been 6.
Yeah, 2 times. He's just overthrown. He's putting too much on it. Normally the problem is that quarterbacks in high school don't have enough arm. He's putting too much on these. He's got to, pull back a little on it.
He does.
2 touchdowns he should have had.
The intended receiver was Nick Anderson, but like we said, threw it above and behind Anderson. Had to go back, and he took a pretty hard hit from the defensive back. 2nd and 15, 2:51 remaining. Ball on the Conneaut 18-yard line. Landon Bingham is going to play action again. He's going to drop back. Conneaut's coming towards him.
Oh, no.
The ball is stripped, and the Spartans fall on it on the 36-yard line. That was number 51 for Conneaut.
Get rid of it. I don't understand why he was holding on to it so long.
Caden Hand on the recovery, and that's a growing mark right there if you're Mineral Ridge. 2:42 remaining. Conneaut trailing 18, but they have the ball in their own 37.
You could hear and feel the box shake from the coaches down the way. That is something that he is going to definitely not enjoy films for. Young guys listening that are going to watch this, that is just 101 quarterback play. Get rid of the ball.
Most definitely. So 2 minutes, 42 seconds on the 4th quarter clock, and a little bit of life now for the Conneaut Spartans. And we're going to have a timeout call on the field by Mineral Ridge head coach Andy Hake. That's his last timeout. We'll take one of our own. 2:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. Rams on top by 19. We'll be right back from Easy Whitaker Field after this.
Looking for an electrician you can trust? For over 49 years, W.T. Leone's Tri-Area Electric Company, Inc. has proudly served Mahoning, Trumbull, Columbiana, Mercer, and Lawrence counties. We're family and locally owned, offering free estimates, and we're fully bonded and insured. Whether it's commercial, residential, or industrial, our team has got you covered day or night with 24-hour emergency service. Call us today at 330-744-0151 or visit triareaelectric.com. That's Tri-Area Electric, keeping your home and business powered safely since 1976. This one's for Derek Rakich. Beyond proud parents, big season, play lights out, have fun, go Rams.
Welcome back. First down and 10 on their own 37-yard line for Conneaut, trailing 37-18 with 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call. This is going to be quarterback keeper. Actually, it's going to be a late
block
pass.
in the back.
And a long run for Conneaut down the far sideline. He's going to go to the end zone.
coming back.
But this one is coming back. It was a pass from number 12, Wyatt Dobrin. But this one's going to be coming back like you mentioned.
Yeah, right in front of the referee. Huge block in the back in front of the entire home side and the Rams team and coaches. Yeah, that's why he scored, guys.
So a tough break for Wyatt Dobrin as Conneaut appears to have taken their starters out of the game here in the final 3 minutes and waved the white flag to a sense. But nonetheless, very exciting play. That was Cedeno on the catch and run for the score.
And you can tell right now what's going on is the Rams are also going to be doing that.
And the Mineral Ridge team is going to huddle real quick with Coach Hake. The entire team is huddled up here with 2:28 remaining. Never seen that. Just brought the whole team together as our official was
that looks like the yep, they got their second and third stringers in.
So it's now 1st and 17 on the 30-yard line for Conneaut. 2:28 remaining in the fourth quarter. And these extra reps for both sides are going to be crucial. You know, any rep's a good rep. Caught by Cedeno once again at the 40-yard line before he's taken down by 2 Rams defenders.
And number 34, Colin Kanowski. I didn't catch the other. Oh, number 19. That is James Jordan, a sophomore.
Late to get up after the play was Austin Ohl from Mineral Ridge defensively. He got hit pretty hard at the end of the play.
They said 13, not 19. That looks like the same number. Ben Krumbacher, the junior.
Huh? So 2:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. There was another flag thrown because the ball is moving up the field for Conneaut across midfield now at the Mineral Ridge 45-yard line.
And I know what Coach Hake said, you know, hey, we're putting you guys in. Keep the score where it is. Don't let them score. That's one of the things when the second team would go in, we would always be like, guys, don't let them score.
Dobrin's going to keep it himself on the quarterback keeper. Has a lot of space across the 35, 30, 25, 20. Cuts back to the middle of the field. 10, 5. Touchdown, Conneaut. 45-yard touchdown run by the backup quarterback, number 12 sophomore Wyatt Dobrin.
That was a great job. It was all him. And he avoided about 6 different Rams defenders. You know, I mean, obviously 1:59 left in the game. The Rams are going to get the ball back. But 37-24
Two-possession game.
Yeah, you might see the starters go back in.
You might have to. A game that was once 31-6 has been all Conneaut in the second half. I don't know if that's coming from Mineral Ridge being a little bit more laid back with their play calling in the second half, but it definitely have taken the foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Kaya McBride on for the extra point now for Conneaut. Holder is number 15, Colby Stoner, and the kick is blocked. Mineral Ridge defensively flying in and blocking the extra point. They had about 4 guys that came in for the block of the extra point. So we've seen 2 extra point attempts tonight for Conneaut. One was a bad snap over the holder's head. The other one was an extra point. Good hold, but the kick was blocked.
Have another score update. Niles and Ravenna now in overtime, tied 21-all.
Nice comeback from Ravenna in that game. Niles was up, 13-0 in that ball game, I want to say?
Yeah, then 13-7, and boom, boom, and here we are, overtime. Kind of what's been, you know, Niles' luck for the past, my God, I don't know.
A long time. Go back to 2012. They had a really good season, lost to Hubbard in the playoffs.
A shame. that they have been struggling so bad. Coach Perry is a good coach. Coach Kemp is there. He's a great friend of mine, great defensive mind, but they're just not getting the players in Niles anymore.
1 minute, 59 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. 37-24 is our score. And, of course, everyone's expecting an onside kick here from Conneaut. Last second discussion with Coach Dobrin and his kicking team. Mineral Ridge, everyone knows what's coming here from Conneaut on the kick. So the ball will be placed on the 40-yard line on the left hash for Conneaut. Never know what can happen here.
Right. You gotta get your hands on it first. Rams got their all hands team out. It all depends on the bounce.
37-24 is the score. And it's going to be a long run up here for the onside kick. This one's going to be booted, angled to the right. Mineral Ridge, nice job getting that ball. That was number 2, Jesse Rossi. Comes back towards the middle of the field from the 35-yard line. He's going to get right back to where he fielded it. And a little extracurricular after. No flags thrown. Both players separated. And Mineral Ridge will now have the ball back with just one timeout remaining for Conneaut at 1:49.
Not only did he do a good job getting the ball, but he also kept it and got more time off the clock.
Most definitely. That'll take us to a quick break. 1:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mineral Ridge looking to close this one out when we come back.
With over 30 years of experience, Madurix Butcher Block in Mineral Ridge is a quality-driven company focused on great personal service. Our fresh meats are of the finest cut. We make a variety of burgers, sausages, and a full line of deli meats. Using our own smokehouse, we prepare different types of jerky, snack sticks, kibasi, bacon, hot dogs, and bone-in hams. When your tummy needs some relief, call 652-BEEF. That's 330-652-2333.
1:49 remaining in the fourth quarter. 37-24 Mineral Ridge with the lead, and they'll take over on their own 35-yard line. Anthony Romo, Matt Emch back on the call here tonight from Easy Whitaker Field. And the Rams are in victory formation. One timeout remaining for Conneaut. I'd imagine they aren't going to take it at this point. And we're going to just see a few QB kneels, and that will do it. The first kneel from Landon Bingham as the clock rolls now under 1 minute 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. So the Rams are going to move to 2-1 on the season. Matt was very good in the first half. Wasn't the prettiest second half, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Yeah, it is. And I like seeing the sportsmanship, players shaking hands, instead of at the end of games. Sometimes you see guys going all out until there's zero ticks on it. The Rams really did a great job at just coming back after such a hard loss last week.
Most definitely. Clock at 1:08. Another kneel from Bingham. Another loss of 2 yards down to the 31 now. It'll be 3rd down and 14. We mentioned Jackson Milton coming to town next week for Mineral Ridge. Another big game, and they're now in conference play, correct?
Yeah, they will be in conference play, and what a way to open it up with ex-coach Brian Shaner, now the head coach of the Blue Jays. Trust me, they are going to be
ready to go,
fired up for that game. You'll see stuff all over the field for that. And Jackson Milton is playing pretty well this year as well. They'll be fired up for their coach.
Most definitely. One more kneel upcoming from Landon Bingham. Matt, player of the game, who you thinking?
Well, we picked two. So
okay.
You get to pick one, and I'm going to pick one.
Awesome. Who's first, me or you?
You go.
Okay, as the guest, I'll get first choice. I'm thinking, so many players played well tonight for Mineral Ridge. My player of the game would be number 1, Caden Schaefer. 2 receiving touchdowns, especially that 20-yard receiving touchdown in the fourth quarter. Mineral Ridge used the run game to their advantage, but when they needed to throw the ball, they found their key guys. And Caden Schaefer was one of those.
Yeah, he did really well. I could pick a number of guys. So many played well, I'm trying to decide, but I'm going to give it to number 12, Owen Silac.
I was going to say
he was just phenomenal tonight. most of the time on defense was just lights out. But when he got in on offense, I was shocked at how well and how fast he was. So congratulations to those two players, Owen Silak and Caden Schaefer.
Mineral Ridge are winners tonight, 37-18 over Conneaut. The Rams will move to 2-1 on the season. Matt, thanks for welcoming me into the booth tonight.
I had a great time with you. I think you did an amazing job. I look forward to our next game together. Man, welcome and
awesome. Glad to be here.
Yeah, I can't wait till next time.
Be back when the Rams play Western Reserve later in the season, but that'll do it. Mineral Ridge are winners 37-18 tonight. This was the Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Tri-County Digital Broadcasting and Just Football with Matt Emch.
And everybody, instead of ending the game, I'm going to let you guys hear the alma mater played for the Rams, and then we'll close it down.
Need help packing any of this up?
That's going to do it for tonight's Mineral Ridge Tire and Automotive Rams Game of the Week, brought to you by Just Football with Matt Emch. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting the team and this channel. And most importantly, thank you to all of you for listening and being part of Friday Night Football. Don't forget, you can catch the full game replay anytime on Just Football with Matt Emch, found on YouTube. Until next time, this has been the Rams Game of the Week. We'll see you under the lights.